church that gathers together, that builds up and reaches out. We are a church that gathers together, that builds up and reaches out. It grows together because
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer Auto Store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Throw one, gonna be intercepted. Keontae Bradley's gonna take it to the house on a pick six. The 27-yard line of Ontario. He'll throw a fastball. Amar Davis makes the catch, spins and goes down the sideline and into the end zone. Inside the 35, 30 goes left side. Inside the 20, 15 gets a block. 10, 5, end zone.
And I'll tell you what, just unbelievably impressed with the TY Tigers. Like
6 or 7 or 8 weeks ago, stay behind us. We went down. We believed in each other. We love our city. Our kids go out and play. every single Friday night for our city, for our community, for Mansfield Senior High, and we're going to continue to do that. Stay with us, follow us. Tiger football, let's go.
Good evening and welcome to Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium here at Brunswick High School. Tonight, it's the Division III regional semifinal between the Mansfield Senior TY Tigers and the Green Wave of Parma Heights Holy Name. Welcome inside the Wendy's broadcast booth, everybody. Erik Hines alongside my partner Erik Welch, teaming up tonight with our friends at the OH Report to bring you tonight, again, Division III regional semifinal. Mansfield Senior, the 5 seed. They've won 8 straight. They check in 10-2. Holy Name, the Green Wave, they've also won 8 in a row. They're 9-2. And my friend, they met these two teams 3 years ago in Canton in 2019 when Mansfield Senior went to play for a state title that year.
And we were there. It's good to be back for this one. Listen, I don't think we could be any more excited about this matchup. There's no doubt about that. I mean, we got athletes all over the place, incredible defenses, playmakers. I'm excited for this regional semifinal game.
Well, Mansfield Senior won that matchup 3 years ago, 45-30. And I talked with Sean Adams in our pregame, and a guy like Ricky Mills, Makai Bradley. You know, they were freshmen when that team went to state, so they had a little bit of that feel. I know Makai got to play some, but Erik, I'll tell you what, when you begin, we're going to begin with Holy Name. But both of these teams very familiar the last few years with making deep runs.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And I mean, when you look at Holy Name, they play in a really tough conference, and they've won 8 in a row. To put themselves in a position to be here tonight, they are kind of I don't want to say an upstart, but I don't think at the beginning of the year, because they've had deep runs the last 2 or 3 years. They've graduated a ton of players. For them to be back here tonight, that's really, really impressive, because you're looking at the last 2 seasons being regional finalists, and what you got to give them credit for is they played a tough schedule. You know, and Brian's got it up here with the OH report. You know, they've defeated 5 teams with winning records, 8 straight wins. They're coming here with the intent to win. Now, this isn't revenge from 3 years ago. Most of these players, like you said, they were freshmen, maybe even most of them were probably in the middle school. They just want to win tonight because tonight propels them into a regional final game.
Well, as we mentioned, Holy Name last year fell to West Holmes by 10 in the regional title. 2 years ago, fell to Tiffin Columbian by just 3 points. So this is a team that has been there. 10th-year head coach Dan Wondolowski, 4 straight years in the playoffs. They have some very good players. It all starts with their dual-threat quarterback, Javon Williams. He's accounted for over 1,500 yards and 18 touchdowns. As I told you, I think all eyes begin with number 8.
Yeah, he's their second leading rusher. Obviously does a nice job in the pass game. His legs can hurt you. There's no doubt about it. He's thrown for nearly 800 yards, rushed for right around 800, I think, through 12. I think some of the stats we saw had him really through 10 or 11 games. So, he's a dangerous guy. I think he's accounted for 18 total touchdowns is what we have. So he's going to be a difference maker in the game. And trust me, Coach Adams and that defense know that they have to have all eyes all over the QB.
Well, Christian Sanchez, really a good running back. He's got a dozen touchdowns, around 900 yards. Austin Wondolowski, 9 touchdowns, around 300 yards. They have some other pieces to go along with the quarterback.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you're averaging right around 100 yards a game, 12 rushing touchdowns with Sanchez. He's a big guy.
235.
Yeah, I went down and kind of walked around the field there while teams were kind of earlier in their warm-ups, and he's a thick guy. He's going to be a heavy guy to bring down. So, Mansfield does such a great job of playing pack defense. That 1 of 11, get to the ball, do your responsibility. You're going to need that tonight with that quarterback-running back combo they have in the backfield. It's going to be a test tonight.
All right, let's talk about Mansfield Senior, of course. They have had a great year. They've won 8 straight. They have not a lot of point in 2 playoff games.
No, they haven't. Their defense has been lights out. Listen, defense travels, and Mansfield's got one of the best defenses. I know a lot of people see Coach Adams doesn't want to compare the 19 defense to this one. You and I get to because we're in the media. And I can tell you this defense is really good, but I'll say this, Aaron, I don't know if it's as good as that 19 defense. That 19 defense. I mean, this team, this will give you nightmares. People used to wake up screaming when they saw that 19 defense.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sean Adams has done a whale of a job with that defense. Ricky Mills, the stud a week ago,
yes,
3.5 sacks, forced fumble, what resulted in a safety, helped stop Defiance at the 1-inch line. And Erik, what I think was a game changer, they stopped him at the 1-inch line, and then that was going to be a tie game. Mansfield Senior marches 99 yards and makes it a 2-score deficit.
Until you're in the end zone, Mansfield Senior, and from their standpoint defensively, there's no problems. Their defense, you can put them anywhere you want on the field. They believe they're going to keep you out of the end zone. And I'm telling you, if you've listened to us the last 2 weeks, and I think this will be the 5th time we've called the game, Ricky Mills is one of my favorite players. I mean, he is a JYD. Listen, this idea that you play as hard as you can from the snap of the ball to the end of the play, this idea that every kid does that and every player does that, Aaron, that's not true. Ricky Mills plays with what is called a motor. He plays as hard as he can from the time the ball is snapped until it's ending. And I'll tell you what, 3.5 sacks last week. He was all over the backfield, and they're going to need that same effort from him tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, Erik, Amar Davis had 2 interceptions a week ago. He has 9 on the year. They have 16 as a team. Mekhi Bradley had 12 tackles a week ago. He now has over 300 for his career.
Well, Amar Davis, to me, is the best athlete on the field tonight. That's my personal opinion. So they're going to need him to be that.
We'll pause now for the playing of our national anthem. The Holy Name Marching Band out on the field, the national anthem, and we are moments away from the Division III regional semifinal. By the way, we talked about the senior high defense. They've allowed 13 points in the last 16 quarters.
16 quarters. That's what I was getting ready to say. Going back
4
to my man,
games.
Amar the star, man. I got to talk about it. Offensively, defensively, he's a ball hawk on the defense. And then we got to talk about the Bradley brothers, man. Keontae Bradley, absolute electric on the offensive side, and then plays free safety like a dog. And then we know Mekhi Bradley's gotten more involved offensively from that H-back position, opening holes for those running backs, like Zion Brown and Isaiah Darson, who's been getting more PT here lately. So I love the attitude of those backers. I'm telling you, I love Ricky Mills. I love Thornton. Leo Hess at that linebacker
been
position.
A stud.
I mean, Leo Hess is a ball hawk, man. He is a great football player. Mansfield's front 6. So when they go that 2-deep look, man underneath, and they'll have a 5 or a 6-man box, listen, your analytics tell you run the football. But I'll tell you what, Aaron, good luck with that Mansfield Senior front 5 and 6. They are as nasty as they come, man.
Senior high, Holy Name out onto the field in front of us. Erik, quickly, let's talk Tiger offense.
Yeah.
Duke Reese, couple of touchdown passes a week ago. They want to be able to run the football. They have a lot of weapons. Isaiah Darson's really came on in the run game.
Yes, he has. I'm glad you brought him up. Darson's come on really strong. 302 yards on the year, but here's the key, 8.2 yards per carry. Has a touchdown to himself, but he's really he's been more of a focal point of the offense, specifically the last 2 weeks. And Aaron, how funny is it that we focused on the defense to start because that's how good the defense is. But they're going to need my man Duke Reese tonight. Duke Reese, around 57% completion, 2,200 yards, 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 500 rushing. I like the legs part for him. I think he's a better runner than people give him credit for.
We haven't seen him run as much in the last couple of weeks, but he ran a lot in the second half of the season. As the teams are out onto the field, Holy Name has the black jerseys, black pants, and Erik Will. How about that green wave, green helmet, that metallic green?
They look like the Green Lantern, man. Right? When I was watching those Spider-Mans, it's what that looks like, that metallic, shiny green. But, getting back to Duke Reese, he's going to be huge today because, when Mansfield's really clicking, Duke's accuracy on that long ball is going to be key tonight. Listen, and here's another guy we have to bring up, too. We have to bring up Lala. You're looking at him defensively, playing that outside backer defensive end. He's a nightmare at 6'5", 230. And then you throw him on the offensive end, he's just an utter mismatch. Mansfield Senior, when they are clicking offensively, they can win this region.
Mansfield Senior won the toss. They have deferred. They will kick off. They're wearing the white jerseys and the orange pants and orange helmets. Mansfield Senior scores 28 a game. They allow 12.7. Holy Name scores just under 30 a game, and they allow 14. And again, these two teams met 3 years ago in Worcester. Senior High won that game 45-30.
And how about Kevin McDowell, the freshman, getting some PT lately?
Yeah, he's played well. Nose tackle.
Yep. Yeah, he's been. To be on this defense and getting playing time and earning Coach Adams' respect, I'll tell you what, you got to give it to him.
All right, Sean Putt is teed up. He'll kick it off a short one. He'll hit it about the 28-yard line and then scoot out of bounds on that far side. Penalty marker will come out, and Holy Name will have good starting field position here to start the night. If you are just curious, listening on WMAN, watching on the OH report, for the most part, it's not raining. There is a light mist. It has rained all day and into the evening. Erik, you and I were talking on the drive up. If this was a natural grass field, this would be a nightmare, right?
It would be an absolute mess. But obviously with the turf, with the drainage, obviously the surface is going to be no issue tonight to keep those balls dry and ready to go. So make no mistake about it here. The Green Wave, they want to establish the run, see how they do against this Tiger defense.
They have a spread offense with the quarterback Williams, Javon Williams, who has the football handed off to Sanchez up the middle. Christian Sanchez will plow across the line of scrimmage. Short gain. He'll get up the middle. Mansfield Senior right there in the middle to take him down. Christian Sanchez, who's 5'10", 235. Give him just a yard right up the middle into that teeth of that Tiger defense.
Yeah, and you're seeing exactly right out of the gate. You're seeing it's a 1 yard gain. So you're getting it to your 230-pound, 235-pound back. Sanchez right out of the gate. They went into a power look there.
Big kid.
Yeah, he's a great size kid, but Mansfield's going to, has to get him before he gets going.
2nd and 9, Holy Name at their own 36-yard line, just underway. Second snap of the game. The quarterback Williams will keep it, and he'll be hit and drilled. He got absolutely smoked by Mekhi Bradley, who takes him down for about a half-yard gain. He thought he had a hole, and Mekhi closed that baby in a hurry.
Hey, a little QB counter right there, so they're faking to Sanchez. QB keeps it, and Mekhi Bradley, follow your guard. That right guard pulls around. He's going to take it to the play. Don't worry about the backfield action. He's very well coached. Him and Leo Hess both are really good at those backer positions.
1 yard gain, 3rd and 8. Holy Name and Senior High may have jumped. Or did Holy Name move? Let's see. As Senior High came across, the officials are going to get together to see what happened. It looked like the middle of that Tiger defense may have jumped.
Aaron Thornton wasn't happy about that. He was all over his teammate there. Watch the football, big boy. You're right over top of it.
Well, Erik, 3rd and 8 becomes 3rd and 3. That's a big penalty.
Yeah, it is.
10:46 to play. Opening quarter, no score, just underway. Division III regional semifinal. Aaron Hines, Erik Will, WMAN, teaming up with the OH report here from beautiful Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium here in Medina County. What a beautiful facility.
It is a beautiful facility. Driving up here and seeing this, the Go Big Blue here, the Blue Devils, they got a really nice facility. All right, Aaron, so here we go. Is it, picking up that 5 yards, took yourself to a long 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, nose of the football at their own 42. The quarterback will keep it. He'll have the first down. He'll get midfield into Senior High territory, breaks a tackle inside the 35, hits the 30, down the sideline, 20, 15, and shoved out of bounds by Jayante O'Brien, and that's the danger right there.
Yes.
Sean Adams talked about the quarterback is dynamic and elusive. He has a home and kitchen supply first down to the Mansfield Senior 13-yard line.
Yeah, that's a nice job there. Just the exact same play. It's just quarterback counter. And, when you got an athlete like Javon Williams, he has the ability to go the distance. Listen, as a defensive coordinator, the thing that scares you the most as an athletic quarterback is it's 2 running backs in your backfield, and then he kill you because it's not the on-script play, it's the off-script play that they can hurt you with.
Well, and it was 3rd and 8. Remember, it came 3rd and 3, and then he had the big run. 1st and 10, handoff to Sanchez, short gain. It looked there. Yes, it was Ricky Mills who got him by the ankle, went on for a ride down to the 11, so 2-yard gain for Christian Sanchez. Ricky Mills on the tackle. 10:05 left here, opening quarter. 2nd down 8, holding aim at the senior high 11-yard line.
Yeah, Ricky Mills there. What a great job getting around the ankle, doing the old roll, right? Kill the engine, as they say.
Just under 10 left here in the opening quarter. 2nd and 8 from the senior high 11-yard line. The green wave with 4 wide receivers. Excuse me. Yes, 4 wide receivers.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
I was going to say Wondolowski, the coach's son. We'll see him in the backfield and also line up. Now he's going to move on to the end of the line. Sanchez to the left of the quarterback, Williams. He's going to take the direct snap. Ricky Mills able to tackle him after a short gain. Penalty marker will come out, and I believe it may be a sideline warning on Mansfield Senior. I saw them point that way. It is a sideline warning.
Yeah, you got to stay back there.
On Mansfield, just a warning.
Yeah, and you get one of those. The next one will be 15, so you got to make sure you watch that now because you don't want to pick up a cheap penalty here. So now we're looking at a 3rd and 7. Great job. That was just QB power right there.
Ricky Mills again.
So Ricky Mills, I'm telling you, when you walk out there, you see like 5'10 or 11, 220, 225. But then when you watch him play, he's a game wrecker.
3rd and 7, holding aim at the senior high 10-yard line. Scoreless opening quarter, 9:15 left here at Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Quarterback Williams in the gun with Sanchez to his right. He'll call for the football. There it is. He'll fake the handoff. He's going to run it up the middle. He'll get inside the 10, down near the 7. Good job right there. Leo Hess, number 44. Aaron Thornton in there as well. He did not pick up the 1st down.
Yes, so now we got our first big design. Looks like they're going to kick
3,
it.
And
they're going to kick it.
Yeah, it looks like they will kick.
And Aaron, this is a good call because if I'm holding name here, points are going to be at a premium because I'm telling you, Mansfield's defense. Listen, when the field shrinks when you get inside that red zone, it's just extremely difficult to run the football in on this defense. So you'll take these points, take these 3 points if you can get them.
Curtis Robinson, the senior, and Erik, he's a lefty. He will kick the football from the 13-yard line. 23-yard attempt. Kick is on the way, and it is good. We'll take a break. 8:18 left, opening quarter. Holy Name 3, Mansfield Senior nothing. Back in a minute. You're listening to High School Football on WMAN.
Mansfield 0.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See that?
Goal by Robinson. Kickoff is going to go out of bounds. So both teams have had a kickoff, and the ball has went out of bounds both times. So Senior High will start at their own 35-yard line. If you are just joining us, it was a 23-yard field goal by Robinson, but it was the quarterback, Javon Williams, who broke a big one, got down to the 13-yard line. But you have to credit that Senior High defense.
Listen,
they did not allow them in the end zone. You feel if you could hold them to field goals.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And this is, once again, listen, I told you as this thing started, Mansfield's defense travels, right? Like, no matter where you're at, that defense is going to play really well, in my opinion. We have yet to see anything that would dictate or say anything otherwise. I want to see this offense. I want to see the balance. I want to see the offensive creativity, and I want to see the scheme.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to put it on the 40-yard line. I said 35, so 40-yard line.
Because of where it went out. Yeah. They're not taking it back to the 35. It went out actually at the 40-yard line.
All right, so 40-yard line is where they will begin. They'll hand the football off to Darson, running right side. Makes a man miss, jumps across the 40, across the 45, and down at the 46-yard line. A nice run, and they are really excited about sophomore Isaiah Darson.
Yeah, like I said, he's been an integral part the last 2 games. I mean, he's been a focal point. So, listen, you got a sophomore in this situation, regional final, and they're entrusting him not only to make plays, but make the first play of the game offensively and setting yourself in a very manageable, 2nd and 3 here. So your entire playbook is open here.
And just across the 45-yard line, 2nd down, we'll call it 4. Handoff Darson up the middle. Looks like he'll have the first down, puts his head down and plows into Holy Name territory. Knee may have been down at midfield. Yes, it was down at midfield. Good, though, for a Home & Kitchen Supply first down. Tackle made by the coach's son, Austin Wondolowski. If you are curious, the really 3 best tacklers on this team are the 3 linebackers.
Which is how your defense should be set up, especially when you're looking at essentially a 4-4 type look here, what they have defensively.
3 wide receivers. Duke Reese will hand it off again. Darson, it's worked. Darson, 45. Oh, got hit. The ball is out inside the 30. Holy Name looks like they will fall on the football at around the 25-yard line. Darson broke through the initial tackler, and then somebody may have hit a helmet or poked it loose, and it shot out of there. And it is a fumble and a turnover, and Holy Name will have it at their own 25-yard line.
Listen, this rain isn't cooperating with what the forecast said. The rain was supposed to be out of here at 6 o'clock, but it's not. So you got a wet surface, you got a wet ball. That ball's got to be up against that breastplate, high and tight, cover the points, and you got to make sure when you get in congestion, cover up the ball. And you can see a helmet right there coming, so the backer poked that thing out with his head coming across, working from that backside linebacking position. Now, with the way they're playing that 3-4 look, Mansfield Senior's going to be able to run the ball against that defense.
All right, so 1st and 10, Holy Name from their own 25-yard line. Handoff in the back will go nowhere. Did that ball come out?
Yes, it did. It came out.
And Mansfield Senior, guess who's got it? Ricky Mills comes away with the football.
I love it.
Senior High had a fumble, and right away they get it back. That defense pokes it loose.
Yes.
Ricky Mills on the spot, and Senior High literally has it where they fumbled it.
That's right where they fumbled it. And great job by Ricky Mills getting on it. I don't think Ricky Mills created the fumble. I saw
Let's see who poked it out.
Right there poking it. So, checking this thing out on the replay. Boom, it's Leo Hess.
Leo Hess.
Or no, it's not.
It's Samir Phillips.
Samir Phillips. I just saw the 4 there. But
OH report camera in there on number 40.
I'll tell you what, man, we appreciate these replays. So now we're coming back out. Listen, so now we got a 4-man front. And now you're looking at a 4-3 with a cover 2 shell here.
1st and 10 at the Holy Name 25-yard line. Reese back to pass, going to pull it down. He's going to run, and he's going to break a tackle. 15, spin move inside the 10 will be thrown down. Duke Reese with a 16-yard scamper. Tigers 1st and goal at the Green Wave 9-yard line.
Listen, first great decision by Duke Reese. If you don't like what you see, take off, big boy. He's 6'3", he's got those long legs, over 500 yards rushing. Great job there with the little spin move on contact, putting his team inside the red zone and right at the 10-yard line. So no more first downs to be had. I think they're just inside that 10-yard line.
6:50 to play. Opening quarter, Senior High trails 3-0. Handoff, Ricky Mills working it right side. He's going to drive the pile down near the 5, and they're pushing bodies. He may get down forward progress to the 5. Good job over there by the right side of that Senior High offensive line. Multiple guys in there on the stop for Holy Name. Andrew Cole was in there among others from his linebacker spot, but how about a nice run by Ricky Mills down to the 5?
Yeah, and Cole also the leading wide receiver for the Green Wave as well. Nice defensive play there coming up to stick his nose in.
All right, here we go. Mansfield Senior, the ball is loose. As I don't know if Duke Reese had it initially, didn't get a good grip on the ball, and it'll go back near the 8-yard line. So there's been security issues early.
Yes, now listen, on those plays, when you're under center, listen, those plays are quarterback's fault. Quarterback has to take ownership over that. You've got to get up underneath, secure the snap. Listen, the conditions are wet. It's not really windy. It's not, it's not like it's blowing hard, but it is still wet, and we're getting a little bit of rain. You have got to secure catches. You got to make sure you're high and tight on your points when you're running with the football.
3rd and goal, Mansfield Senior at the Holy Name 7-yard line. They'll hand the football off. Ricky Mills up the middle, pushing the pile. He'll get down near the 5 and then get shoved back by the middle of that Green Wave defense. Trying to see off the bottom of that pile. A lot of guys involved on that stop. Tyler Davis, senior defensive lineman, one of the big guys down there to stop him at the 5. So Mansfield Senior will have it 4th and goal at the 5, and it looks like they will go for a field goal to try to tie this game. Sean Putt is out, and so he'll have an opportunity here to try and tie this game up.
Yeah, he will. Here we go. So we're going to get to see the Sean Petz had a really nice year this year.
Looks like they're going to put it down at the 12. It'll be a 22-yard attempt.
Yep.
22-yard attempt. Everybody's ready. There's the snap. It's down. Kick is on the way, and that kick is good. Sean Putt boots it through. We are tied. 4:55 left opening quarter. 3-3. Mansfield Senior and Holy Name. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer Auto Store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Kickoff after the touchdown, after the field goal. They were hoping to get a touchdown, but Mansfield Senior ties it at 3 on the field goal by Sean Putt. Low kick, and the return man, I think it was Wondolowski for Holy Name, just kind of fell on it and covered it up. He wasn't having no part of trying to field that on the wet turf, and so Holy Name will have it at the 30-yard line as we welcome you inside the Wendy's broadcast booth. Aaron Hines, Erik Will, WMAN OH Report. Glad to have you on. We thought would be rain ending.
Yeah.
Rain is continuing here.
Right. Yeah, it's still raining. I think it's bothering Travis Berardi out there.
Well,
he seems a little bothered.
Hey, he's in the elements.
Yes, he is.
He's tougher than we are, Travis, absolutely. Holy Name will hand it off. Sanchez up the middle, got a crease across the 35, and he'll be tackled out near the 37-yard line. Good run right there. Got close to 8, maybe 9. And again, he's a load to bring down at 235.
There you go. Your little counter coming back. You pulled your guard and tackle both there, and he cut it back on the backside A. But see, that's staying on schedule right there. Now you got a second and maybe a long 1 or 2. And so your entire playbook's open. So Mansfield there giving up something. Listen, as much as Holy Name runs the football, you're going to have these types of plays. You're going to give up that 6, 7, 8-yard run periodically.
2nd and 2 from their own 38-yard line. They will hand the football off to the back, and he's going to be real close to the first down. The far side of the field saying he has a first down, and they'll put him out to the 41. So give him a home and kitchen supply first down. Good job by Mansfield Senior. They didn't allow much, but as you mentioned, they needed probably less than 2. So Holy Name will move the chains out to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, 4:04 to go. Opening quarter, we are tied at 3. High school football on WMAN, driven by the Buckeye Superstore, State Route 39 in Shelby, home of the Low Payment Kings, BuckeyeSuperstore.com. The quarterback's going to keep it this time, and he's going to struggle forward and then get drilled, flying in to make the tackle. Safety Keontae Bradley laid the hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe a short loss back just across the 40.
Yeah, and that's Bradley to Bradley right there, man. Mackay and Keontae coming in. And listen, here I like Mansfield's approach here defensively. What you're seeing is this cover 1. So you got your 1 safety back, you got man underneath, and then what that does is that allows you to get what would be that 2 deep safety, get him to come down, and now he can get in the box. So what that allows you to do is, Aaron Thornton can now play, instead of playing DB, he's almost playing like an outside linebacker. It's more guys at the line of scrimmage.
3 wide receivers. The quarterback will drop, and he's just going to have to fall on it. As flying in was that time the nose tackle, Kevin McDowell. He thought about picking it up, but nope, he just sat down. He'll lose about 3 yards back near the 37-yard line. So Holy Name in a place they don't want to be.
No.
3rd and long against the Mansfield Senior defense. 3rd and 13, the ball at their own 37-yard line, and John Davis, who crunches the numbers. Teams against the senior high defense on 3rd down, they get a first down 26% of the time.
And then what are the stats when it's 3rd and 14?
Yeah,
so,
probably worse.
Because now you're throwing on Mansfield's terms, and that's not good for you.
And they will run it with the quarterback up the middle, and he'll break a couple of tackles. He got across the 45, got a good chunk of yardage out near the 48. He'll be tackled right there about 3 or 4 yards shy of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down, but Javon Williams nearly got it, Erik. He got 10
He's
of the
slippery.
13, yeah.
He's a great athlete.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. You can see they're not looking. Listen, Holy Name is not looking to throw the ball in this game. So you just had your quarterback power there. He follows his guard through, and Mansfield's really going to have to guard that box. Eventually, he's going to throw the football.
Keontae Bradley, by the way, big-time tackle again from his safety spot. 4th and 3 from their own 48. And Austin Wondolowski will boot it away. It'll hit at about the 21. Keontae on the rain falling down on this surface will let it roll. It'll roll a whole lot inside the 15, down near the 14 is where Senior High will take over. 1st and 10, 1:44 left, opening quarter. Holy Name 3, Mansfield Senior 3. Again, Division III regional semifinal. After the game, we'll hand out our SpitzerMotors game changer, whose hustle, whose effort changes tonight's game for his team. Again, courtesy of the good people at SpitzerMotors who love their high school sports. Last week, it went to Ricky Mills, who you said was a game wrecker.
Good ball player,
he's
man.
ran the ball well here
Yes, he
early
has.
tonight. He's played good on defense. Isaiah Darson, outside of the fumble, has ran the ball well.
Absolutely, and they'll go back to the young pup. I mean, he's too good of a football player. He's too explosive. Just talk to him about ball security.
1:44 left. Again, opening quarter tied at 3. Senior High 1st and 10 from their own 14 in motion. They'll pitch the ball to Keontae Bradley. Tries to get the corner. Got it. 25, 30. He may go 40 midfield, and you can kiss him goodbye. 30, 20, 10, 5, end zone. Keontae Bradley darts down the sideline. 86 yards to the house.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. He went ahead. The Brunswick Police Department might give him a speeding ticket there, Aaron. I guarantee he hit 20-plus miles an hour running down that left side or that right sideline there. As soon as he got the corner, it was over. That dude with that long stride at 6'4", he just went ahead and went to that 100-meter sprint and just said, see you later. And all he could do is give the green wave a bye-bye.
I'll tell you what, Keontae Bradley with a game-changing play here in the first quarter. 86-yard touchdown sprint. Sean Putt for the point after. It's on the way. And just like Mill Iron Auto Parts, it is good. We'll take a break. 1:32 left. Opening quarter. Mansfield Senior 10. Holy Name 3. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome back to Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium here. Mansfield Senior leading 10-3, and kickoff low one again, and no return as the green wave will cover it up at the 27-yard line. And I'll tell you what, for those listening and watching at home that they don't see or maybe hear a little bit, the senior high coaches to our left, boy, they got all kind of excited. Keontae Bradley, when you have a game-changing play like that.
Well, listen, man, the jet sweep works great when you got Ricky Mills blowing up your end there, and then you got one of the fastest dudes in North Central Ohio running at 6'4", around the sideline. I'll tell you what, that's a great play call there, and it was executed perfectly.
1:30 left here, opening quarter. Pass over the middle. He had him open. It was his H-back out of the backfield. Austin Wondolowski across the 42 went right through his hands. Incomplete on a wet night. Boy, you'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the ball could have been placed just a little bit better. Receiver still needs to catch the football there, hit him in both hands, but when it's raining like this, you want to go ahead and put that ball on his body, and as we're getting a replay here looking at him run, dude, he blew angles away, man. I mean, that is a see you later.
I'll tell you what.
Looked like Ted Ginn, man.
It's just fun watching him pull away down the sideline from our vantage point here in the press box.
Yeah, he was on a different train.
Yeah.
He was on a different train.
2nd and 10, Holy Name from their own 27-yard line. 10-3 Mansfield Senior opening quarter, 1:26 left. The quarterback, Williams, going to bring it to the near side across the 30. Ran into his own man near the 34-yard line. He'll be brought down right there, put him on the 35-yard line. So he gets a good 8 yards, bringing up 3rd and about 2 for Holy Name. And again, the quarterback, Javon Williams, running the football. When I talked with defensive coordinator Sean Adams, that was his biggest concern, was him having the ball every snap and his ability to make a big play.
Yeah, because he's a difference maker. That's just basically a student body right or an old sweep right with the quarterback for a single wing people. They can appreciate that play right there, keeping it with your quarterback, gaining your extra blocker with Sanchez.
3rd and 2 from their own 35-yard line. 45 seconds left, opening quarter, 10-3 Senior High. Williams will run it up the middle, breaks a tackle across the 40. He'll go down near the 41. Flying in again, Keontae Bradley, but not before Williams moved the chains. Holman Kitchen Supply first down out to the 42. Clock running, under 39 seconds left, opening quarter. If you are just joining us, both teams traded field goals early on. Mansfield Senior had a fumble, and then Holy Name fumbled right back. They tied the game at 3, and then Keontae Bradley with an 86-yard touchdown just a moment ago. Back to pass. Williams, pressure is coming. He's going to float one out there to his receiver. He'll catch it and get drilled at the 46-yard line by Keontae Bradley. It was Keyshawn Garner, the senior wide receiver, caught it, and then Keontae Bradley flew in from the secondary for about a 4-yard gain, and that may be the last play of the quarter.
It will be the last play, and I mean, it's a good job by Williams getting the ball out. Good catch there, securing it, but man, I'll tell you what, that's not even Keontae Bradley's guy, and he's making that tackle for a 4-yard gain. Heck of a play by your free safety.
All right, we'll take a break after one quarter. Mansfield Senior 10, Holy Name 3. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer Auto Store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Second quarter getting ready to get underway here from Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium. Division 3 regional semifinal after one. Mansfield Senior 10, Holy Name 3. Green Wave have the ball. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. As
Leo Hess,
the quarterback will keep it, and Leo Hess flies in from his linebacker spot and drops the quarterback for a 1-yard loss back to the 45.
And that's how you play that. Listen, when you're talking about that's called the the power stretch, if you will. So the quarterback's actually the inside runner on that. So what he's doing is he's reading that end. So Leo Hess, coming from his backer position, makes the perfect play. He's assigned to the quarterback on that play. Nice job.
11:32 left until halftime. 10-3 Senior High. Green Wave have the football at their own 45-yard line. I mentioned they lost a yard, so 3rd and 7. Can Mansfield Senior's defense give it right back to the offense, who just scored on an 86-yard touchdown pass to Keontae Bradley? The quarterback will lose it. Actually, I don't know if he ever had it. It was He snapped the football, hit him in the hands, and he'll go down for a loss back to the 39-yard line. He'll lose 6 yards, and they're going to have to punt the ball.
Yeah, and once again, just not securing it. Now, the ball is a little bit to the left of the quarterback. It's not a great snap, especially if you're going to be sprinting out to the right. But once again, you got to secure the catch first, then go play football. Both teams have had some dropsies with the ball a little bit here, so we're going to have to watch that moving forward.
I'll ask you a question here in a moment. Is Austin Wondolowski on a punt that the snap fluttered back to him? He'll punt it away. Keontae Bradley hit him in the chest, bounces up in the air, catches it at the 25. He'll go backwards to the 15 and be tackled. So everywhere there, things were not smooth in exchanges, but Mansfield Senior will take over at their own 15-yard line with 10:32 left until halftime, and Senior High having a 10-3 lead. All right, back a moment ago to the snap that was kind of wide, as you mentioned, as we watched the punt there. Let me ask you, as a center, and a quarterback, because of that senior high defense, it just flies in every play. Are you almost like,
you're gun-shy.
That's what I mean.
Listen,
you're almost like you're nervous every time you snap it.
Listen, whatever film Holy Name has, they're seeing one specific thing, and that's that Mansfield is extremely aggressive on 3rd and long and passing situations. They're doing things on their terms. They're not letting you sit back and decide what you want to do.
All right, so Mansfield Senior from their own 15-yard line will hand the football off. I think it was Zion Brown into the game, and it was Zion Brown across the line of scrimmage out near the 17-yard line. Give him a couple, 10-20 left here until halftime.
Zion Brown with 660 yards coming in, has a touchdown. He's actually the actual leading rusher for the Tigers coming into the game.
After the game, we'll select who made a heck of a play from the Heck Law offices, and Giannino's Pizza will hand out some free pizza coming up tonight in the postgame show. Second down, about 7. They'll hand the ball off again. Zion Brown makes a couple of guys miss across the 20, out near the 22 off that left side. So give him 4.
Yeah, nice
That'll
run.
bring up 3rd and about 3. So very manageable here for Mansfield Senior. You know, Ricky Mills is a guy who can go get you a couple of yards. Zion Brown just showed you that. And Duke Reese did earlier with his scramble ability here. So a lot of guys.
I mean, according to Travis's hood, we're getting a decent amount of rain. So that's why you're seeing a whole bunch of power right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not seeing the ball being thrown around here tonight. 2 wide receivers right. Reese in the pistol. He'll hand it off to Zion Brown, who had a hole momentarily and closed right there by the green wave. Terrific defensive play.
Great
as
play.
they come knifing in to take him down. And the guy that came in on the stop for the green wave was Logan Burden, the defensive end, 6 foot even. Erik, 230, and he'll be about a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and 1 from their own 24, and they're going to have to punt it, one would think.
In the backer there, number 34, Nick Kucera right there, did a nice job of keeping that inside so that the backside defensive end could make that play. That's playing good fit defense. There are 8 run gaps, and they were responsible at that time for all 8 of those run gaps. That's a great job by the Holy Name defense.
All right, so Mekhi Bradley will punt it away. There's the snap. He'll just get it away as the rush was on. The ball will be caught on a fair catch at the 39-yard line, that time by Kevin Pavanka for Holy Name.
Hey, great job, Kevin Pavanka. You know my rule on that. When the ball's in the air like that, fair catch it and make the catch. He just saved his team a minimum of 10 to 15 yards on that catch. So, Aaron, think about it. Now they're on the 40 instead of potentially the 30 or inside their own 30. That field position is huge, especially when you have a type of game where with these elements, 10 to 15 yards can be the difference of getting points on the board.
Let me ask you, catching the ball on a night like tonight is not easy.
Well, and it is okay to almost position your body. You want to use your hands and filter it into your body.
Kind of cradle it in.
This is one of those games, listen, you want to, even when you're throwing the ball, you kind of want to put it against the body because, you know, with the hands, you're going to see a lot of drop balls and a lot of slip balls.
10-3 Mansfield Senior, 8:30 to play here in quarter number 2. Holy Name 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. The quarterback, Javon Williams, will run it right side. And Ricky Mills, one of the first guys to chase him down off the right side. Also in a hot pursuit on that far side for Mansfield Senior. I believe it was Aaron Thornton.
Yes, that's
who was
correct.
over there as well.
Yeah, number 2.
Yep, Aaron Thornton was over there as well.
And Aaron Thornton is your force player. So his role on that is to string it out and keep it inside. You'd like to see a distinct cut. Every defense has a force player. Aaron, what that means is who's setting your edge, who's making the ball stay inside and in front so your team defense pursuit can get to the ball carrier.
3-yard carry off the right side, 2nd and 7 from their own 43. 7:47 left until halftime. 10-3 Mansfield Senior. Handoff will go to Sanchez. He's grabbed and swallowed up. Mekhi Bradley was there, but also he got some help in there. In on the stop was Ahmad Thomas, the junior defensive end, 6'2", 215. Both collapsed on him.
Yeah, that's a great job there by Ahmad Thomas there, running down the line. So his guard pulled, get on his hip, that'll take you right to the play.
1-yard gain, 3rd down, 6 yards to go from their own 44 for Holy Name. 7:16 to play until halftime. Mansfield Senior 10, Holy Name 3. Regional semifinal winner moves on to play for a regional title next Friday night. quarterback will get the snap. He'll throw it to Cole down the right side across the 45. Got a first down into senior high territory. He'll be banged out of bounds inside the 45 down near the 44-yard line. Good quick pass went out to one of their top wide receivers, Andrew Cole. And he's got himself a home and kitchen supply first down.
Yeah, Andrew Cole, we talked about him on the defensive side, kind of putting his shoulder pads on Jonte O'Brien right there, coming up trying to fill on that. But, hey, listen, you expand the series now, right? Because what happens here is you pick up your first down, you get back to putting the ball on the ground. But I will say this. It's going to be really important that they continue to diversify their run game and how they want to get it done. You could formation this. You can just find the numbers and get them in your favor while you're running.
Holy name, 1st and 10 at the Mansfield senior 44-yard line. They'll fake the run. The quarterback's going to throw it. It goes through the hands of the receiver. It'll fall incomplete. Leo Hess was all over the receiver, but senior high had another guy flying in. He couldn't grab it. It falls incomplete. They were going for Keyshawn Garner, but that kind of had disaster written all over it when he floated it over the middle, and Leo Hess was right there.
And that's a perfect example as we're seeing the replay here. Get the ball as a QB. I know you got a little pressure coming. Settle your feet. Put the ball on his body. Now, if you're the receiver, you got to catch that. Keontae could have intercepted that.
I'll tell you what, there wasn't a bad throw.
No, it should have been caught. But in these elements, those passes are more difficult to complete.
2nd and 10 from the senior high 44-yard line. The green wave of a holy name. Mansfield senior leads them 10-3 second quarter. 6:23 to go until we hit a halftime. The quarterback in the gun, a back to his left, 4 wide receivers. He'll throw it right side. That may have been tipped. It'll be incomplete. Ricky Mills or somebody got their hand up and made the quarterback throw over him. It was low and hits the turf. Incomplete.
Might have even gotten a hand on it.
Yeah, I think somebody may have got a finger on it.
Yeah, and if you can't get to the QB, get your hand match his hand. That is a coaching point for every defensive line coach. Match the hand. So if I'm not going to be able to get to the sack, match the hand. And they did an excellent job there, creating once again another passing situation.
3rd and 10, holy name at the senior high 44-yard line. 4 wide receivers back to pass. Pressure is coming. He's going to throw it over the middle. Thought it was going to be intercepted. It's caught by holy name. 40-yard line. He'll be tripped up at the 38. It was Andrew Cole, but it looked like senior high might intercept that ball. It won't be enough for a first down. It will be 4th down and about 4. But I'll tell you what, the quarterback just able to get it to Andrew Cole, who was tackled, as I mentioned, at the 38-yard line. So decision time for Dan Wondolowski.
Yes,
4th and 4.
Yes, Samir Phillips there doing a good job at chasing that down. And I'll tell you what, Mekhi Bradley was going, or not Mekhi, Mekhi Bradley was going for the interception there. And I don't think he saw the receiver because he kind of came up from the inside, or working outside to inside.
Here we go, 4th and 4 from the senior high 38-yard line. 5:33 to go until halftime. 10-3 senior high. The green wave are going to go for it here. Back to pass, quarterback, pressure's on, and he will be sacked. Samir Phillips flies in, sacks the quarterback back at midfield. And the Tiger defense stands tall and will turn him over at midfield.
Listen, man, their guard had no chance there. Number 67 right there. Kugel, how do I say that?
Zugalewski,
sorry. I couldn't get that out. He had no chance on that. He basically had the door opened on him, and there was no chance that he was going to be able to block Samir Phillips on that. Samir, how about him coming back after the slip screen inside, comes back, makes such a great play from his 3 technique right there. And that's what Mansfield does, man. Their defense is so good. You might get them once, you might get them twice, but, man, it's hard to get them 3 and 4 plays.
Well, you mentioned Samir Phillips with back-to-back big plays for the Tiger defense. Will take over at midfield, leading by a touchdown. Handoff, Zion Brown will wiggle his way right side. Down near the 45, maybe give him the 44. Yeah, about 6 yards on the carry right side. Again, that carry for junior Zion Brown, 5'9", 190. You mentioned he's had a real nice year when a lot of guys have ran the ball well. Ricky Mills has ran the ball well. Late in the season, we're seeing Darson come on along with Duke Reese. 2nd and 4, ball at the holy name 44. 4:57 left until halftime. 10-3 Mansfield senior. 2 wide receivers, 1 each way. Reese in the pistol. Brown behind him. He'll hand the football off. Zion up the middle. Good crease. Good block. 40-yard line. Looks like he's got a home and kitchen supply. First down. Put him down at the green wave 39-yard line.
Yeah, nice job there. And there you go. A little counter coming back. I like that play. Listen, I love the patience that we're seeing from Zion Brown. He did a good job. He kind of did a pivot step, allowed the guard to pull through, had a nice little cut in the hole, got north and south right away. Listen, it's great to have vision, but remember, you got to know when to take 4 yards or when to go for 40, and he did a great job picking up the 4 that was there.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 at the Holy Name 39-yard line. Reese back to pass. He's going to fire one left side. Got a man out there, and he caught it into the end zone.
That's my guy, baby.
Senior touchdown. Amar the Star Davis on a 39-yard bomb from quarterback Duke Reese, and the Tigers score this time via the air game.
Yeah, listen, the DB, Amar Davis is so much faster than the DB. When Duke Reese initially threw the ball, I almost thought he overthrew him. And then Amar Davis was so fast, he just took off and 4 steps ahead. And then the ball ended up almost being underthrown a little bit.
Caught it on his hip.
Yeah, there is a huge speed discrepancy in this game. I'm just telling you. We've seen 2 of Mansfield Senior's athletes just flat run by defense.
Point after is no good. Sean Putt not good on that point after. So it's 16-3. Mansfield Senior, 4:18 left until halftime. We'll keep it right here, and as I mentioned, extra points all season long, up, and they're almost always good, and it's a good idea to stop by Mill Iron Auto Parts. Stay around 39 between Mansfield and Shelby. They will give you top dollar for your scrap vehicle. Mill Iron supporting local high school athletes, a local high school team right here, Mansfield Senior, in the regional semifinals here tonight. 16-3, they lead Holy Name, 4:18 to play here until halftime. And I'll tell you what, your defense comes up with a big stop and your offense strikes right away.
Well, listen, a stop on 4th down is essentially a turnover, right? I mean, you're getting the ball right then and there. And so you get the sack, you get the momentum, you come back, you have 2 nice runs by Brown, and then what do you get? Duke Reese doing what he does. What do we talk about? If he has inconsistencies, it's been on that deep ball, not on that one. Throw it out there and let Amar the Star go get it. I love that kid. He's so twitchy, man. I throw that kid the ball all the time. Get him in your offense.
By the way, that kid's so good on defense. He has 9 interceptions, more than half of what the team has. Low kickoff will be fielded on a short hop by Holy Name. They'll have it at the 28-yard line with their own 28 with 4:16 to play till the half.
Yeah, I think it's I think this is really, really important for Holy Name to get hit. They got to get points on the board here. Mansfield's on a 16-0 run right now. Defense has their ears pinned back and they're going. You're throwing on their terms. You've got to get back, run the football, mix up your play calling. But if this doesn't lead to some time off the clock and some points, or at least just some time off the clock, and you can't go down by another score and expect to be able to play with Mansfield in this situation.
Mansfield Senior on defense now. Holy Name with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 28. The quarterback will keep it right side. He's got a lane to run, 30, 35, 40, and he'll be tackled across the 40-yard line. So a good run by the quarterback, Javon Williams. Keontae Bradley coming up to make that stop, but he will scamper, as I mentioned, for about 14 yards and a home and kitchen supply 1st down. If you're Mansfield Senior, 4 to play until halftime, you lead 16-3. You'd love for your defense to get a stop and maybe even try again for a score before the half. No worse than what the score is now.
No, listen, man, that's the expectation. Mansfield wants to give up no points. They're not happy about the 3 they gave up on the opening drive. I just know that's how they are. They're wired to get stops, and they don't play bend but don't break. They are aggressive coming at you. They want the ball back. Their defensive philosophy is not, hey, just don't let them score. It's we want the ball back now.
4 wide receivers. The quarterback will keep it. He'll struggle forward. Good job by the middle of that Mansfield Senior defensive line. The first guy to grab him, good job, Ahmad Thomas. We've called his name a couple of times. 6'2", 215 junior defensive end. He'll take him down after a 1-yard gain to the 42. 3:11 to play until halftime. 16-3 Mansfield Senior. Holy Name with the football again. 2nd down and long, 9 yards to go. Ball at their own 42-yard line. Winner advances to the regional championship game. They'll play the winner of Norton and Padua Franciscan next Friday night. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left. Williams back to pass. He's going to drop the football and have to fall on it. He's had security issues with that football. He'll fall on it back around the 37-yard line. They'll lose 5 yards, bringing up 3rd and long.
Losing 5 yards. That's almost incomplete. I didn't know if he had actually, kind of wrapped the ball through.
No, he just dropped the ball.
I couldn't tell if he kind of pump fake or just dropped it. And listen, now you're back into a 3rd and 13, throwing on Mansfield's terms. And I can tell you this. you better pick the matchup you like if you're Holy Name and get rid of it, because Mansfield will be in your backfield in 2 seconds.
3rd down, 14 for Holy Name. Now at their own 37-yard line, trailing 16-3. Back to pass. Late stages here in quarter number 2. Pass right side. The receiver's going to fall down. He was hoping, Andrew Cole was, for a penalty, but he just fell down. It'll go incomplete and out of bounds, bringing up 4th and 14 for the Green away from their own 37-yard line. There's 2:10 to play until halftime. 16-3 Mansfield Senior. The Tigers are going to get the football back with a chance to increase this lead before the half, and Erik will. They get the ball coming out of the locker room as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Got that stop they needed. Yeah, that's a good no call. Thornton didn't do anything wrong there.
A high snap that kind of fluttered back there. Wondolowski will boot it away. It'll hit it about the 36-yard line. Just kind of check up there. It'll scoot a couple of yards down near the 31. And so Mansfield Senior will have excellent field position. Let's see where they exactly put the ball. They may put it near the 32, it looks like.
Yeah.
Either way, Senior High will have it. 2:01 to go until halftime. Normally, I tell you to head to our website, check all the local scores. This is the only local game tonight. There are many local games tomorrow night, so I encourage you tonight, tomorrow, any night, football, basketball. You can log on and find all the scores, especially right now, football Friday night in the playoffs on the North Central State College High School Football Scoreboard at our website, WMANFM.com. NC State, where the quality is high, the tuition is low, and you don't have to leave home to go far.
Man, Chioke, I love, just getting this image of Chioke right now walking. You can tell, man.
He's intense.
Yeah, man.
Love it.
Listen, he's coaching, man. I love it. That's how it should be, man. He's not coaching the scoreboard. I can guarantee I see it because we had some kind of a penalty. I don't know what it was.
Okay, I did not see that.
But he's not coaching the scoreboard. He coaches for right now. And he's upset about the most recent mistake, the most recent bad decision, whatever it was.
Well, Erik, you lose 15 yards. You should be at the 32.
Should be at the 32. You got 2 minutes. You're trying to work your 2-minute offense, because Chioke realizes one more score might put this baby away, as good as that D is.
So they're going to start now after the penalty from their own 17-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Zion Brown, good move across the 20. Good block, 25. He'll go down there. And it's a nice run for Zion Brown. Close to a first down, not quite. He will get...
Look at that wall set up there.
I know,
That's a great job, man, on that. I love seeing these replays. They just set up such a great wall there for him to run.
I'm sorry, that was Darson on the carry.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Darson on the carry that time. He's going to get it again. Darson, good move, cuts it back up the middle. Across the 25, it'll push his way out near the 30. He'll have a home and kitchen supply first down, and the sophomore Darson with back-to-back runs moves those chains.
And now you want to move quick, okay? You got your first down. You're now in a position with your, I believe they got 3 timeouts.
Got them all.
Now you want to go. Now you want to have some tempo. Get your play in, get moving. See, this is taking too much time here. Get yourself set, have your play ready to go, and let's roll. You can't be burning 15, 20, 25 seconds when you're running your 2-minute. You got to go.
Down to 112, back to pass. Duke Reese is going to throw it. I don't know if that guy hit or not. It did not come out like a clean spiral.
Right.
It'll go out of bounds. Nate Dismuke diving into the sideline. I don't know if somebody coming in.
I just think
he might have lost it.
Yeah,
A little bit of a wet football. It'll go out of bounds. It will stop the clock at 1:08 to play until halftime. 16-3 Mansfield Senior. Tigers have it 2nd and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Amar Davis to the right, Lala Owens, and Keontae Bradley, and now Nate Dismuke all over on the left side at wide receiver. So 4 wideouts. Darson behind Reese in the pistol. 16-3 Mansfield Senior. Just over a minute to play until halftime. Snap to Reese. Back to pass. We'll throw it to the near side, and he led Amar Davis too much into the sideline. It'll be incomplete around the 37-yard line. Clock stops with 1:03 to play, and if you're Holy Name, you're thinking, hey, you got 3 timeouts. If they throw another incomplete pass, you might have an opportunity to get the ball back. Let's see if Mansfield can convert, Erik, on a big 3rd down. To that way Holy Name would not get the football back here this half.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big 3rd down, really, either way. Does Mansfield continue the drive, or can Holy Name get this ball back and try to put points up themselves? And both teams have all 3 timeouts, so that's not going to be an issue. So it's interesting here, like, what's your approach? I mean, do you think that with essentially, Mansfield's going to burn their first timeout?
We'll keep it right here. Timeout Mansfield Senior. They were in no hurry at that moment. We'll remind you, each week throughout the high school sports season, we select the Neil Cady Insurance iHeartRadio Athlete of the Week. Neil Cady Insurance of Ashland and Norwalk. Those great plaques made by Emerald Awards and Engraving over in Ashland. You can get a free quote at neilkadeyinsurance.com. That's K-E-D-E-Y insurance.com. And who knows, maybe a Mansfield senior football player, our athlete of the week next week, if they're able to punch their ticket to the regional title game. They've played for one regional title in school history. It was 3 years ago in 2019. It was a magical run. It was keyed by what? Defense.
Absolutely.
This team this season, keyed by defense. They have a lot of weapons, but Erik, it's no secret that defense is nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's great. It's exactly what you want. Listen, their schemes match up. You talk about your offense and defensive philosophies matching up. Mansfield has figured it. There are a lot of teams out there that haven't figured out how to mesh those two things together. Mansfield does a great job of defense plays killer, aggressive, and the offense does a good job of ball control.
All right, out of the timeout, 3rd and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Little razzle-dazzle. They'll get it to Darson. They'll pitch it to Keontae Bradley, trying to get the far side. Good job by Holy Name. They'll corral him at around the line of scrimmage, maybe even a short loss. Terrific defensive play coming up to make the stop. Gabe Young, one of their defensive backs. They read that thing beautifully.
Yes.
Holy Name will burn a timeout with 51 seconds to play. And Mansfield Senior on 4th and about 10 will have to punt the football.
Yeah, good job there defensively, staying gap responsible, staying home on the backside. When you're on the backside and the ball goes away, you always say to yourself, counter, boot, reverse. So what they get on that coming to the backside? They got the reverse. So you stay at home, shoulder square. You close your space down or cut the fat, as they used to say. And when Keontae Bradley comes around on the reverse, you're ready to make that play. So your outside backer, safety, and your defensive back are there to make the play. So, you might see him actually come after this. We've seen a lot of loop, lollipop type snaps both teams. If I'm Holy Name here, if you can get in that track stance and go and get to that block point, who knows what happens, man.
It's a good point because they almost blocked the first punt from Mekhi Bradley a little earlier. So 4th and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Mansfield Senior will punt. 51 seconds to play until halftime. 16-3 Senior High. Mekhi Bradley's going to punt. Not going to get a great punt off. It'll go up into the air, hit it around the 47-yard line, then take a Senior High roll inside the 40 and down near the 39. Clock will be stopped with 38 seconds to play. And I'll tell you what, that extra roll of a good 10, 11 yards is really big with only 38 seconds to play until the half.
Yeah, 38 seconds. We got two timeouts for Holy Name. Sorry. And so now we're sitting at the 40-yard line. They can definitely get points on the board, but they're going to need a couple big hits. Remember what I said at the beginning? I felt like Holy Name needs one big play per half, or one big play per quarter, excuse me. This would be the time for it.
Well, they had one in the first quarter.
Yes, they had one on the first quarter with the quarterback long run there, and now they need a second big play. They want to do anything they possibly can to get points on the board, especially with Mansfield coming out after half with the ball.
So Holy Name will head on out to the field. 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. 38 seconds left until halftime. 16-3 Mansfield Senior. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. The quarterback in the gun. Back to pass. Pressure's coming from Samir Phillips. He's going to throw it right side. Got a receiver out there. Lays out. Did he haul it in? No.
Yeah, dropped it at the very end.
It was Austin Wondolowski. I thought he was going to bring it in. It must have just hit the turf. He slid a good 3 or 4 yards. That would have been an incredible catch.
Hey, the old wheel route right there. He came from that H-back position, man. Did a wheel route. And I think he actually had it until he hit the ground there. Watch, Erik.
We got the OH report replay. Throw by Williams. He laid it out there.
See, he had it right there.
He had it and then lost it. He was sliding on the turf at around the 25-yard line. Boy, that would have been big.
Oh, that would have been huge. I mean, that puts him in they'd have been inside, right around the 20-yard line. I mean, that would have been a big-time play. So, nonetheless, 31 seconds left. Here we go. We got trips up top and single receiver low.
4 wide receivers total. 2nd and 10 from their own 40. Late stages here of quarter number 2. Pass right side is going to be incomplete. The receiver went up the field. The pass went to the right, to the outside, incomplete. Keyshawn Garner, the senior wideout, was the closest guy in the neighborhood. It'll be incomplete. 26 seconds to play until halftime. 3rd and 10 now, Holy Name at their own 40-yard line. We'll see what Coach Dan Wondolowski dials up. Still has a couple of timeouts.
That's a perfect example of you might be in the same book, but you're not on the same chapter. You know what I mean? They just weren't on the same page.
He was going up the field. The pass went to the outside.
Right.
4 wide receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. The quarterback Williams with Sanchez to the right in the gun. He'll call for the football. 25 seconds, back to pass. Pressure's coming. Going to pull it down and run. Good job by Mansfield Senior, forcing him to the right side. Still scrambling across the 40. Penalty markers come out. There's 3 of them out there. 45 hits midfield. One would think this may be a hold somewhere on Holy Name.
Well, I think what you're going to have is you're going to have a lot of illegal crackbacks or just straight up old school block in the backs here.
They got the ball down to the senior high 47-yard line. One of the senior high players, I'll tell you what, it was Samir Phillips that kept him from coming to the near side and getting the corner, forced him back to the other side. And then the penalty markers, one of them was on Darson, who was coming up the field. And we'll sort out these penalties on Holy Name. You mentioned could be multiple blocks in the back. You can hear the senior high fans in front of us as they'll take that penalty and march them back with 15 seconds to play until halftime. 16-3 Mansfield Senior. Division III regional semifinal here from beautiful Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium, where the rain is still lightly coming down. Travis may argue that's not light. It looks light from here.
It was kind of weird how Travis kind of wimped out and said he needed his jacket. You know, that's what I couldn't believe, Brian, was he did that. But no, in all seriousness, in a night like this, you know, having the multiple cameras that we have, it is great for us.
It's outstanding.
Yeah, the OH report does a fantastic job. But, you know, that's a big-time penalty, Aaron. Look where that thing kicks him back to.
Well, they were at the 40-yard line.
Right.
Now the 25.
And you would have to think this next play is going to take between 5 to 7 seconds left. So, you know, what we're looking at here is you know, do you run a quarterback draw? Do you run a screen? You know, like I think that's what they're talking about defensively here is Mansfield's got a couple guys back. This is one of those ones you just want to make sure you keep everything in front of you. This is not the time to be extremely aggressive necessarily in the secondary. Let things come to you, and then you tell your front 4, go get the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and 25. It is going to be a timeout taken by Mansfield Senior. 11 seconds to play until halftime. 16-3 Senior High on top. And our injury report each and every week is, for the most part, everybody pretty healthy here tonight. It's week 13. It's brought to you by University Hospitals, Samaritan Medical Center. Choose University Hospitals. Go online, uhhospitals.org. As this is the high school football game of the week, teaming up tonight with the OH report, WMAN. iHeartRadio, glad to be up here at Brunswick High School. Great hospitality. They fed Erik Wilson some Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's, man, and it was good. They did a great job up here. They had that up there well before here in the pre-game.
You had an oatmeal raisin cookie.
I did, and that was really good. And then the original chips were fantastic, like a kettle chip. I love kettle chips. Yes, kettle chips are amazing. No, they did a good job. This hospitality suite was fantastic, so we appreciate the people here at Brunswick taking care of us.
And you snuck in a couple Jimmy John's because they're small, right? Yeah.
Okay, those things aren't even 6 inches, man. It's probably 3 to 4 inches.
All right. 3rd and 25. Holy Name from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass. 10 seconds to play. Quarterback is going to roll to the right. Pressure is on Ricky Mills. Makai Bradley going to run him out of bounds along with Leo Hess across the 25. He'll get just a couple of yards out near. Actually, let's see where they're going to spot him. Maybe a little further than I initially thought. It's the far side of the field. Maybe give him
26.
Okay, he only got about a yard or so, he didn't get a whole lot. He ran a long way for that yard.
Here you go, Aaron.
With 7 seconds to play until the half.
Here's what you do right here. You're selling out on this. I think you go after the block here.
4th and about 23.
Yeah,
Senior High is going to burn a timeout.
And here's why I say that.
Their last one.
I think they've had 3 punts this half. Every one of them have been lollipop snaps. I'm telling you. And I feel like almost every time you and I cover them, we either get a blocked field goal, blocked PAT, or a blocked
punt. We get something blocked.
And you got to give Coach Bradley and his staff credit because they obviously take special teams seriously. But I know on a night like this, they're just not crisp, hard snaps. And I'm telling you, Mansfield can get in there. If you would happen to get a block and a score, I mean, it just blows this game wide open. And here's my thing. Why not? Why not?
Well, I'll tell you what, doing some numbers on Holy Name, 8 of their 11 opponents have scored 2 touchdowns or less per game this season.
Yes.
The most points they've allowed in a game was 28.
Yep.
So this is a team that doesn't give up a lot of points. They score close to 30. Senior High gives up about 12.7 a game. And if you take away Massillon and West Holmes, it's like 8 a game.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm
4th
telling
and
you, man.
23. 7 seconds to play until halftime. Holy Name is going to punt the football. Austin Wondolowski standing at about his own 12-yard line. There's the snap. They're coming, and he is going to get it off. Low line drive kick. Nobody back. It'll hit at the 40 and just keep rolling, and the clock will keep rolling. It'll hit triple zeros. We have reached halftime at Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium in the Division III Regional Semifinal. And Mansfield Senior at the half has a 16-3 lead over Holy Name. Before we take a break, real quick, your quick thoughts on this first half.
Yeah, great first half for Mansfield, man. The TY Tigers did exactly what you want to do. Their defense, other than the first drive, giving up the, I believe it was like a 35, 40-yard run to the QB, has played fantastic. They've done exactly what they want to do. They're playing on their terms. They're keeping Holy Name's offense in situations that are predictable for their defense. Offensively, I feel like they've done a great job of mixing their run and pass. They've hit the long play with Lamar Davis. They've come back. They've established the run really well with several different guys. That I've been really, really impressed with Mansfield up to this point. Listen, you got a game going on here where you've got nearly 200 yards in the first half for Mansfield, and then which means you've doubled up Holy Name with just a touch over 100. This game has Mansfield Senior's pace written all over it.
All right, Mansfield Senior at the half, leading 16-3. Will break away. I'm sure the OH Report will have some band action for you coming up on the field. On the radio side on WMAN, we're going to preview tomorrow night's games. We're going to hear from Crestview head coach Steve Haverdale and Lucas head coach Scott Spittler. That'll be coming up here at the half. We'll be back, run down all the numbers. The great John Davis has made the trip. We'll have some great stats for you coming up at halftime. Once again, halftime Division III Regional Semifinal from Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium. Halftime, Mansfield Senior leading 16-3 over Holy Name. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. That's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer Auto Store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
We continue our Earth, Wind, and inspired tribute with their hit Fantasy. Inspired by the 1977 movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, the song made the Billboard Top 40 in 1978 and was featured in many films since. Featuring our Mansfield Junior High Flag Corps, here's the Tiger Band with Fantasy. Our final Earth, Wind & Fire selections are 1979 hit In the Stone, which reached number 23 on the Billboard Soul chart. This song was featured in numerous movies, including the 2002 movie Drumline. Here's the Tiger Band with In the Stone. marching band. Band's ready, Mr. Jeff Freitag. Assisted by Mr. Charles Butler II and Ms. Libby Samuels, Flag Corps Advisors. We thank you for your continued support of the Senior High Tiger Band.
Making it number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. It marked this band's highest charting single to date, as well as their first ever top 10 hit. This is Everybody Talks by Neon Trees. Our second song this evening stays under the umbrella of pop. Released in August of 2014 on the album 1989, this album will mark the transition from country to pop for this artist. Featuring our outstanding drill team with a dance by Sam Simcoe and Murray Gonzalez. Here is Shake It Up by Taylor Swift.
Oh boy.
Sometimes. Last time I played a full test, I had half the whistle covered. I make money and I did all the things.
to conclude our show this evening, once again we go back to the year 2010. This song peaked at number 19 on the UK singles charts, 35th on the New Zealand singles charts, and 50th on the Billboard Hot 100 list. This song is a mainstay in his live shows, including his performances during the 54th Annual Grammy Awards and Super Bowl 48 for the Denver Broncos and my victorious Seattle Seahawks. Here is one of the new Bruno Mars.
Welcome back to Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium here at Brunswick High School, where it is still raining and it's halftime here of the Division III Regional Semifinal, and Mansfield Senior has a 16-3 lead over Holy Name. Aaron Hines, Erik Will, joined by our good friends at the OH Report, Erik, and we're going to run down through some of the numbers at halftime. The great John Davis walks in and tells us that Tiger defense has allowed 16 points in the last 19 quarters. That stat sounds unreal.
Well, and only 3 today on the first drive. And listen, sometimes it takes you a series to get them figured out a little bit, and they did a nice job on a third down. I believe it was a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. They did a really nice job there. The QB,
let's go, baby.
Williams did a nice job of scampering down that right sideline there. And really, ever since that play, Mansfield's been dialed in defensively. And then you've seen some big hits on the Mansfield side of things to give you that 16-3 lead. But, you know, when you look at the stats here, Aaron, I know you're going to go through the scoring summary here, but as you look through the, you know, Mansfield's got 18 plays. Holy Name has 33 plays. Mansfield 6 first downs. Holy Name with 5. You know, like, think about that. Holy Name is almost doubled up Mansfield in total plays. And that's why sometimes time of possessions and time of possession, the stat of time of possession and the amount of plays that you have can be a misleading statistic. It only works if you're holding the ball and getting points, or at least keeping the other team off the scoreboard. And that's not working for them tonight. Holy Name, it does have a slight edge in the run game, but they have 24 carries for 82 yards, whereas Mansfield has 14 carries for 71. And neither team really throwing the ball crazy well. Mansfield has 2 big completions, though, for 125 and a couple of TDs. And then Holy Name's only 3 of 9 for 22 yards. So you have a total yardage of Mansfield with 196 and Holy Name with 104. And, you know, I would say that those stats right there, when you think about it, every time that you've seen Mansfield throw the football, big plays have generally followed it. You know what I mean? So, you know, for Holy Name, you got to figure that out. You got to say, listen, we're playing fairly good defense, but we got to quit giving up the big hitters. Now, one of them's a little misleading because Keontae Bradley went 80-some yards, and it was a little, you know, jet sweep, and the quarterback just kind of pitches it to him, so that's considered a pass. I kind of view that really more as a run. But nevertheless, it goes into the stats as a long pass play. But, Mansfield, to me, this game has been played 90% of the time on Mansfield's terms.
I've just been informed on some news that's not good. Keontae Bradley will not play the rest of the game due to an injury. He is not going to play the rest of the game.
Right.
Just got the word on that.
Well, hopefully he's okay.
Hopefully he's going to be okay, as you mentioned, but he will not play the second half of tonight's football game.
That's a loss, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And on both sides, because he's a ball hawk safety. He organizes that secondary, and then offensively, you saw what he can bring to the table offensively at 6'4" with a strider sprint.
So Mansfield Senior leading 16-3 at the half. Let's run down through the scoring summary. It got underway at the 8:18 mark of the opening quarter. It was a field goal on the opening drive for Holy Name, and it was Curtis Robinson booted through a 23-yarder, made it 3-0 Green Wave. Again, with 8:18 to play in the opening quarter, Mansfield Senior able to answer at the 4:55 mark. Sean Putt booted a 22-yarder through, tied the game at 3. And then you mentioned about 3 minutes later, Keontae Bradley is one of those little pop passes. It looks like a run, but it is a pass. As Duke Reese tossed him the football straight ahead, he got the corner and raced 86 yards to the house, outran everybody for the score. The point after was good by Sean Putt. That came at the 1:32 mark, made it 10-3 Mansfield Senior. That's how we wrapped up quarter number 1. In that second quarter, it was Duke Reese with a great touchdown pass, left corner toward the goal line. It was caught 39 yards by Amar Davis at the 4:18 mark on that 39-yard touchdown pass. Point after was no good, made it 16-3 Mansfield Senior, and that is our score here at the half. Some other numbers we can share with you, as Erik mentioned, 196 total for senior high, total yards 104 for Holy Name. Not a lot of penalties in the first half. Mansfield Senior had 2. Holy Name with 1 accepted penalty. And you always talk about time of possession, and you look at it. Mansfield Seniors had the ball for 7:45, and tell you what, they got 16 points on the board. Holy Names had it for better than 15 minutes.
That's the stat. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. You could talk about yards. You could talk about time of possession. You could talk about number of plays. You can talk about first downs. If you're leading on the scoreboard, that's the stat that matters. Now, it's interesting. Keontae is right down there warming up, Aaron. So he doesn't look too injured to me. He's out there flipping the ball around, throwing it. So we'll see if he plays in the second half here. But he doesn't look too dinged up. It's not like his pads are off. He's kind of standing there in sweatshirt, stuff like that. He's actually warming up and throwing the ball.
I was told he's being evaluated. So, so that's what they're looking at.
Right.
And so we'll see. But it sounds like he won't be able to go in the second half. We're getting close to third quarter action. High school football driven by the Buckeye Superstore. State Route 39 in Shelby, home of the Low Payment Kings. BuckeyeSuperstore.com. Mansfield Senior. Remember, they won the toss, and they deferred. So they will start the second half with the football. And I'll tell you what, the rain and the mist, it's almost like it's just circling Brunswick because...
Well, and I think we're getting fog now.
We're getting fog
that
now?
actually looks like fog.
It does.
And you can see it. I mean, you can see it on the camera for all the people watching on the OH report. I mean, you can see that the fog is starting to kind of settle in here. This might turn into like what John Davis said, the old Philadelphia Eagles at Soldier Field back when they were playing the Chicago Bears, man, when you couldn't even see the game from the press box.
Well, the winner of this game will face the winner of Padua Franciscan and Norton, and that would be for a regional title. Padua leading at halftime 14-0 in that game. We'll keep you up to date as we're ready for the third quarter. Kickoff is going to be fielded by Nate Dismuke. And across the 25-yard line, return hits the 30. He'll go out of bounds across the 30, out near the 33-yard line. So Mansfield Senior will have good starting field position to start this third quarter. Now, let me put it to you like this. Senior high leading 16-3. The way that defense is playing, another score right here would be would be a lot for a comeback against this defense. So if you're Chioke Bradley, you're that offense, boy, you'd love to go right down and score and keep that momentum on your side.
Oh, absolutely, and that's exactly what you're trying to do here is keep that thing moving here, because if you get another touchdown, it might be lights out for the Green Wave, man.
1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line, just underway in quarter number 3. Division III, regional semifinal, 16-3 Mansfield Senior. Reese in the pistol. Darson behind him is going to hand him the football up the middle. Good hole. 40, 45, drilled at about the 47-yard line, and Isaiah Darson darting for a home and kitchen supply first down. Colin Daskas in on the stop for Holy Name, but not after Darson, as I mentioned, flew toward midfield.
Yeah, and that's a great job. Good hole there by the offensive line. I love that, man. That's how you want to run it right there. You want to get yourself in between the guards, man. Get downhill, attack those backers, see if that line can get to the second level.
Well, Senior High's real excited about their sophomore, Isaiah Darson, as he has got a lot of action here this season. He'll have the football again. He'll work his way into green wave territory, put that ball down near the 48-yard line, so he gets another 40 yards. As you mentioned, the fog is settling in here in Brunswick.
Man. It's coming down. Like I said, you can see it on the camera here. It has become really foggy just since halftime.
So Mansfield Senior again with the football. Second down, 6 yards to go at the green wave, 48-yard line. 1 minute gone into the third quarter. Handoff Darson. He'll be grabbed from behind, rode to the turf. He's going to get some forward progress down near the 44. Good job that time by the defensive end, Logan Burden, 6 foot, 230 senior, able to ride him to the turf, but good job. Actually, they're going to say knee down at the 45.
Yep.
So give him a couple of yards, give him 3. Erik, 3rd and 3 from the Greenway, 45-yard line. Here comes Makai Bradley and Leo Hess in on offense.
Short yardage.
Yeah, I was going to say Lala Owens is going to check out as well. And they will bring in
Jameer Davis is coming out.
Yep, they're going to bring.
No, he's not
they're
going
to bring Jameer Dotson in on the right side of the line. So Senior High with that heavy package to run downhill. They'll hand the football off, and I don't think the back is going to get it.
He's not. I think he's almost 2 yards short.
Ricky Mills on the carry. Tell you what, he got a yard down to the 44. Good job there by Holy Name as he went into the middle right there, and they're able to grab him and take him to the turf. Couldn't tell who was in there. This is a sea of bodies. Mansfield Senior 4th and 2 from the Holy Name 44-yard line. Looks like they may go for it here.
Big decision here, because if you don't get this, you're actually leaving Holy Name pretty good field position here. So gutsy call here to start the third quarter, man.
They'll hand it off with 9:43, and Ricky Mills is going to be tackled in the backfield. Knifing in to take him down on a terrific play was Nick Cusera. The senior linebacker, 5'11", 200 pounds, took him off his feet. May have lost a yard, and Holy Name's defense stands tall.
Yeah, Cusera, Derek. And, listen, Aaron, we got to write this down. 9:38, went for it on 4th down and 2. Didn't get it.
From the 44.
Yeah, from the 44. So, Mansfield's generally done well with their defense helping their offense out in those situations.
So Holy Name will have the quarterback. He's going to run it to the near side. Got a good block. Midfield into Senior High territory. 45. He'll be tackled around the 40-yard line. Darson and Giante O'Brien able to bring him down, but it's a home and kitchen supply first down. And the quarterback on that run, able to get 20 yards, and that is a big play after they went for it and didn't get it. All of a sudden, you blink and Holy Name at the Senior High 40.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's a great job by Austin right there, number 43. How about him setting and turning the backer in to help his quarterback
They'll
there?
hand it off. Austin Wondolowski, who you mentioned, they'll hand it off now to Christian Sanchez. He'll get a couple of yards. Samir Phillips and company. Ricky Mills in on that stop as well. Nose of the football around the 38, so give him 2, maybe close to 3. From here, it looks like about 2. So under 9 to play here in the third. 16-3 Mansfield Senior, but the Green Wave defense able to step up and get a stop. 3 wide receivers out wide left, 1 to the right. Quarterback in the gun with Sanchez to his right. Williams will call for the football. On 2nd down and 8, he's going to quickly throw it left side. It's going to be caught, and the receiver, Cole, is going to be upended right away. Terrific defensive play by Mansfield Senior. Tell you what,
16
yeah,
right
that
there.
was Dalen McGinty, excuse me, in on the stop. I saw him play several games this season for Mansfield Senior, and that's a big tackle in the open field.
Yes, it is, and that's a position move there because you're moving people around because Keontae Bradley isn't playing it free. They've done a good job there, and they kicked back. Darson back to free safety, and that's your substitute player. That's a great play coming up from essentially his strong safety position there.
No gain, 3rd and 8 from the senior high 38-yard line. 8 minutes to play here in the third. 16-3 Mansfield Senior. Holy name back to pass. The quarterback going to throw it. Got a receiver caught at around the 30-yard line. Breaks the tackle. He's got a home and kitchen supply first down. It's Austin Cole. He's going to have it down inside the 25 near the 24. So he gets about a 14-yard throw and catch, and the Green Wave moved the chains on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nice play there. I like the concept. They even took the time to walk out their receiver there. Andrew Cole walked about 3 more steps just to give himself a little bit better angle. Get him away from the backers out in that hook curl, and made him pay on it. That's a nice job schematically by the Green Wave.
7:27 left in the third. 16-3 Mansfield Senior. The Green Wave on the move. 1st and 10 at the senior high, 24. Quarterback will run it, and Williams will get his way down inside the 20 near the 19. Darson and company in on the stop that time for senior high. But again, about 5 yards on that carry, and Holy Name, after they got the stop on defense, had a big play with the quarterback on the run. He had a big pass play, and now they have it inside the red zone.
Yeah, and I think this is 4-down territory, so you pick up 5 there, you're staying on schedule. If you're Holy Name, keep running the ball.
3 wide receivers, 2nd and 5 from the senior high 20, from the 19-yard line of Mansfield Senior. Under 7 to go. This is the 3rd quarter. Division III regional semifinals. 16-3 Mansfield Senior. Everybody ready. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left. The quarterback is going to roll to the near side, tries to get the corner. He'll be knocked out of bounds. Good play by Samir Phillips, who was able to ride him into the sideline. See where they put him.
I think he picked up about 2 yards.
He got to the 16-yard line, so give him 3.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and 2 from the Mansfield Senior 16-yard line.
Yeah, and like I said, I think this is 2-down territory. I don't think a field goal does much good for you here. And I think the tell for Holy Name right now is Wondolewski. He's the guy. He's your H-back. So what you're seeing is he's lining up off the edge there, off where the tight end would be. So when they want to run counter, he pulls across. When they want to run stretch, he's the guy that sets the edge. So follow 43, and that, generally speaking, will take you to the play.
3rd and 2, Holy Name, the senior high 16-yard line. 4 wide receivers, the quarterback back to pass. He's going to throw it left side. He's got him out there. That's Wondolewski. Breaks a tackle at the 5. He'll be shoved out of bounds, or is he in?
Absolutely,
It's quite foggy on the left side.
They called him down.
They're going to say steps out around between the 2 and the 3.
Right. I'd like to see that again, and I'm sure we will, because we find people here at the OH report
Tell you what,
make that happen.
Real foggy on that far side.
I'll tell you what, though, but I mean, that was a good ball there, good placement. And maybe the jump cut there. He's not out.
Yeah,
yep,
he stepped out at about the 2. That was
great job.
McGinty again.
That's a good spot there by the officials. So here we go. We're going power. They've got 2 tight ends, double tight.
1st and goal at the 3 for Holy Name. The quarterback will hand the football off to Sanchez. He'll ride his way near the goal line, and senior high is going to stand him up at around the 2 or the 1 as they unpile, we'll tell you. But that was Sanchez on the carry. Good job by the teeth of the middle of that senior high defense, just to stand your ground and not let that line push you into the end zone.
Listen, Sanchez's strengths is getting straight ahead. As soon as he works lateral, that's playing right into the Mansfield Senior defense. They've got to go straight ahead if Sanchez is your guy.
2nd and goal at the 2. The ball is loose, and senior high. Mansfield saying they have it. Do they?
Did.
Low snap. The quarterback, I don't know if he ever had it. They're unpiling, and who has the football?
Nope, they're saying it's 3rd down.
They're going to say it's Holy Name.
Man, I don't know how Mansfield did get it. I thought for sure Ricky Mills got that.
There he is. Javon Williams comes out of the pile with the football. Ricky Mills was down there.
Doing his impression of Jim Brown there, getting kind of up slow. Remember Jim Brown used to do that, get up real slow off the turf. I cannot believe Mansfield didn't get on that ball when it squirted out.
Aaron Thornton thought they had it. He was starting to celebrate. They'll lose a yard back to the 3. 3rd and goal. Holy Name, the senior high 3-yard line. 5:28 to play in the third. 16-3 Tygers. Williams will hand the football off. Wondolewski dives, and he is in. Touchdown, Holy Name, on a 3-yard run by Austin Wondolewski. And the Green Wave within 1 score. They trail 16-9 point after, coming up a big touchdown after a big stop on 4th down.
Yes, exactly, Aaron. Glad you brought that up. See, right now, Holy Name has all the momentum. They got the big stop on 4th down. No, was it in plus territory? No, but it was still in key territory with great field position. They go right down the field. They punch it in. They make it now a one-possession game. So Holy Name answers Mansfield, takes away all that first half momentum, and now Mansfield's kind of got to regather themselves offensively and kind of get themselves going, get back to their original game plan to establish their brand of football.
Robinson on for the point after. Everybody ready. There's the snap. Kick is on the way, and that kick, just like Mill Iron Auto Parts, it's good. We'll take a break. 5:22 left in the third. Mansfield Seniors 16, Holy Name 10. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Down by Holy Name, a little onside kick on the left side, and do they have it?
Yes,
Holy
they
Name
did.
says they have the football, and they do. The Green Wave with an onside kick on the left side. Mansfield Senior not able to get the football, and the Green Wave, who just pulled within 6 points, has the football at the Tiger 49-yard line, and boy, that momentum changed after that fourth down stop. They score, onside kick, and they have a chance to take the lead on this drive here midway, just over midway through the third.
And what did I tell you, Aaron? I said that I liked Mansfield playing the field position. You're up 2 scores, and you're playing with momentum. You had a 4th and a long 2, maybe even 3. Punt that ball and make them go the entire length. That was my thought process. That's why I said mark this down. Now, if you get it, you look like a genius. If you don't, people like us just kind of talk and critique it.
Well, they'll hand the football off from the senior high 45-yard line, and somebody moved early as they went to hand it to Sanchez. Somebody moved early for Holy Name, so that'll back them up 5 yards. So Mansfield Senior trying to keep Holy Name out of the end zone on this drive to try and keep that lead and get the offense back out on the field. If you are just joining us, this was a 16-3 lead for Mansfield Senior at the half. Holy Name just scored on an Austin Wondolowski. That's the coach's son, by the way. Dan Wondolowski in his 10th year guiding Holy Name. 3-yard run for Austin Wondolowski. Now 1st and 15 from midfield. Clock reads 5:20 to play here in the third quarter. From what's turned out to be from a rainy to a foggy Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium as that fog is settling in.
Yes, it is.
And Holy Name settles in at midfield, 1st and 15. Quarterback will fake it. He's going to drop back to pass. He's going to throw one out there. That ball is going to be caught.
What
that
a
ball
catch.
is going to be caught by Cole. I thought at one point it might be intercepted. There's 2 penalty markers that come out.
Yeah, it's going to be defensive pass interference.
On Mansfield
Senior,
Senior,
they're going
as
to
you
decline that.
mentioned.
That's a great call. He never looked back at the ball there. But it doesn't matter. You're going to decline that because you caught the pass.
Andrew Cole caught it.
Leading receiver.
Took a hit and hung on to the football.
It's a great catch.
26-yard line.
As they say, that's a big boy catch, Aaron. That was nice. And literally, the quarterback put that in the only spot it could be caught.
24-yard throw and catch. Holman Kitchen Supply first down, 1st and 10 at the Mansfield Senior 26-yard line. The quarterback is going to keep it. He's going to run it left side. Got a lane. 20, 15, cuts the corner, 10-5, and he is into the end zone. It is a touchdown for Holy Name. on a 26-yard run by the quarterback, Javon Williams, and you just blinked, and Holy Name has tied the game at 16 with a chance to take the lead on the point after coming up.
All the momentum's wearing green and black right now, man. Good speed there by the quarterback, Williams. How about the great block out there as well by number 5, Pavanka there. That's exactly what you need. Listen, that's not an easy block. That's a 4 to 5 second block. And you got to give Holy Name so much credit. Obviously, they went in there. Their coaching staff reevaluated things. Their defense came out, set the tone. The offense has done a great job. Their special teams getting the onside kick, and they're getting ready to take a lead. It just shows you how quick a lead can evaporate.
Robinson on for the point after. It's up. And just like Mill Iron Auto Parts, it is good. We'll step aside. 4:59 to play in the third. It's now Holy Name 17, Mansfield Seniors 16. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer Auto Store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
After the touchdown by Holy Name, kickoff is going to go out of bounds off the left side. Kind of worked its way out around the 37-yard line. So Mansfield Senior will have good field position.
Yeah, that thing's going to be like at the 37-yard line or so.
I think it went out around the 37 on the far side. And so if you were just joining us and you're late out of halftime and it was a 16-3 Mansfield Senior lead, that lead's gone. Holy Name has scored twice. In this quarter, they scored at the 5:22 mark. They got an onside kick, and Erik, they scored less than 30 seconds later.
Well, and you're also seeing the effect of Keontae Bradley being on the bench, not being able to play this second half because from his free safety spot, he's been making that tackle at 8 yards. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
People don't realize that, man. When your safety gets a part of the run game, it takes, instead of an 8-yard, that becomes a 40-yard.
Well, Mansfield Senior will try and get that lead back on this drive. They trail by 1, 17-16, 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Good run up the middle. Ricky Mills hits the 45, hits the turf near the 47, so a 5-yard run. 2nd and 5 coming up from their own 47-yard line. 4:39 left. Long way to go in this one. Third quarter, 17-16. Holding Name on top. 2 wide receivers, 1 out each way. Makai Bradley lined up to the right. Saw him play H-back a week ago.
Doing it again this week.
Ricky Mills behind Reese in the pistol. Duke will call for the football. He's going to hand it off to Ricky. Gets the blockers, and he gets near midfield and then is shoved back. Good job by the middle of that Green Wave defense, able to prevent him from getting into Green Wave territory. Good job up to make that stop. I'll call this name a lot tonight. Senior defensive end Logan Burden, number 55, on the stop near midfield. So senior high, Erik, very manageable here. One would think 3rd and 2 from midfield.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. So, this has been a passing situation for Mansfield. Follow Makai Bradley. He's been taking you to the play. He's been playing that H-back position. They've been running a lot of power to him.
They're going to hand it to Ricky Mills. Penalty marker will come out. They throw it to Bradley. Makai's got it. 40-yard line. Breaks the tackle. Runs people over 30. And he's going to tell you what. Somebody came up and hit him almost late out of bounds. He was into the sideline. They won't throw a penalty. But there is a penalty on back near midfield.
It's on Makai Bradley.
I was going to say, was everybody set?
Yes.
It was my question.
What happened was he's playing the right H-back position. So for this play to work, they're going to run play action, and Bradley has to work across the formation in the backfield to leak out into the flat. Well, he got moving a little bit too quickly before the snap of the ball, so it's going to cost him 5 yards. So now you're going to be looking at a 3rd and 7.
Well, I'll tell you what, big penalty because they would have had the ball inside the 30-yard line of Holy Name. Instead, they have the football in their own territory back at the 45-yard line. So when you do the math, Erik, on that, you're looking at better than 25 yards. I know it wasn't a 25-yard penalty, just a 5-yarder. However, it's a big change in field position. 3rd and 7, Mansfield Senior, their own 45-yard line, trailing by 1, 3:33 to go here in the third. Low snap, Duke Reese back to pass. Going to step up, nobody there, got to hold a run. Midfield, breaks a tackle, and he'll lunge into green wave territory, maybe just outside of the 49. He'll be about a yard shy of a first down.
Yeah, he's right on the 50 there. So it's going to be
okay, they're going to put him in midfield.
2. So it looks like they're going to bring in the punting unit.
So Makai Bradley is going to drop back to punt. It looked like Duke's arm reached out to the 49, but either way, it still would have been shy of a first down. They'll say knee down at midfield, so 4th and close to 2, and Makai Bradley is going to punt the football. Kevin Pavanka back deep for Holy Name, who scored 2 touchdowns in a row, 14 unanswered points. They have a 1-point lead on Mansfield Senior. Under 3 to play here in the third quarter. Good punt by Makai Bradley. It'll hit inside the 15, roll inside the 10, and roll dead just inside the 10-yard line. So the Mansfield Senior special teams with a good punt. Can the defense come out, get a 3 and out, get a stop, and get good field position back and swing that momentum back to the guys wearing the orange?
And listen, their defense has been their calling card the whole year, right? So they need the defense to make a play. I don't care if it's a turnover, it's a big sack, if it's a TFL. The defense right now, you've hung your hat on this defense all year, 12 games. You need it here in the 13th. You've had a little bit of a momentum swing here. It's now for the green wave, and Mansfield's got to get it back. No, listen, if you're Coach Bradley, if you're Coach Adams, this is the group you want out to reestablish momentum for Mansfield.
2:38 left here in the third, 17-16. Holy Name with a 1-point lead. 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. The quarterback in the gun, Williams. He's going to pull it down left side and run across the 10. Good job, Senior High, trying to ride him into the sideline. Looks like he'll step out close to the 12, maybe 13. It's on the far side. Hard for me to tell. I think he may have went out at the 12, so give him 3 yards off the left side. Good job, Ricky Mills and crew able to run him into the sideline, and so it'll be 2nd down and 7 from their own 12-yard line with just over 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. High school football all season long. The game of the week on WMAN, driven by the Buckeye Superstore. State Route 39 in Shelby, home of the Low Payment Kings. BuckeyeSuperstore.com. Williams in the gun. Sanchez to his right. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left. He'll bring a man in motion. That's Cole, who's been big time tonight. Gets a good block. Ricky Mills, good job keeping the quarterback inside, and they'll tackle the quarterback on the near side at around the 15-yard line. Ricky Mills got blocked, Erik, and still was able to make that play.
Yeah, he got blocked, still was able to make the play, and actually did a good job because the QB made a nice move on him, and he was able to semi-recover and get back and help on the tackle to keep that thing to a minimal gain of 3, I believe.
Yep, 3 yards, 2nd and 4. Holy Name, their own 15-yard line. They lead Senior High by 1, 17-16, just over 2 to play here in the third. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left. The quarterback in the gun with Christian Sanchez to his left.
Got no safety in the middle of the field here, man. So you're playing zero coverage, and they're loading the box. So you've got man-for-man across, and they got a loaded box here. So if you're going to pass the ball, pick the matchup you like and go.
They'll move Sanchez now to the right side of the quarterback, who will call for the football. Here comes the pressure. They'll throw it quickly, and a penalty marker comes out. It was caught by Cole, but somebody moved on Holy Name, and that is a big penalty. Third and 4 becomes 3rd and 9.
Yeah, because that would have been close to a first down.
Would have been real close. He caught that ball at around the 17, 18-yard line. That was right around where the marker was.
Right around, yeah. I mean, they got what they wanted. And like I said, when I say zero coverage, that means there's no safety in the middle of the field. So that means that essentially your bonus players now in the box to help stop the run because of that quarterback. And that's what a running quarterback does, Aaron. It takes you away. It takes a guy away that can help in the secondary for the pass game, and it makes you load the box even more with an extra guy when you have that additional running threat back there.
3rd and 9, Holy Name, their own 10-yard line, 1:17 to go here in the third. They lead Senior High by 1. Back to pass pressure on quarterback's hit.
He's got him.
He throws at the receiver there and catches it. It's Cole as the ball hung up into the air across the 30-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 37-yard line. And I'll tell you what, the quarterback got drilled, and Cole has been a monster at wide receiver tonight.
Yes, he has. And you know what that was? You got to give him credit because what have we said? you better get rid of the ball quick, right? Well, they did a little hitch and go there, and if it wasn't for Amar the Star Davis, I'm telling you right now, that might have went the distance. But the quarterback had to have at least 4 seconds to make that throw. That's something that many offenses have not had that we've been able to see. There, number 11 went down there.
That's Cole.
Yeah.
That's Cole who made the catch. Holman Kitchen Supply first down, good for 27 yards. They were at their own 10-yard line. Boy, does that change things big time from possibly having to punt the football to now having it 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. 43 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Holding Name leading this game now 17-16. They've scored. If you're just joining us, 14 unanswered points. This was a 16-3 Mansfield Senior lead. Tell you what, after the hit by Davis, he popped right back up.
Yeah, he did.
He kind of tossed the football up into the air.
And that's one of those ones, sometimes, I'm serious, people don't realize that sometimes you get hit, but you don't feel it. He's going to be fine. But I'm telling you, you get that graze across the leg, and you don't feel it for about 10, 15, 20 seconds after it happened, and that's what took place. So I look for him to be back quickly, maybe even in a play or two. So, knowing with what Holy Name wants to do, they want to get back onto the ground. They want to get into the fourth quarter. They want to shorten the game and get a touchdown. That's the goal. That's the name of the game for Holy Name. If you're Mansfield, continue to make them go the entire length of the field. Very few teams have had success doing that. This is a 4-quarter game. We knew it would be a 4-quarter game. Both of these teams are very good at what they do. This is the regional semis. Everybody's good. Everybody's going to compete, and everybody's got pride.
Well, Mansfield Senior trying to get the ball back. Holy Name with a 27-yard throw and catch. 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line, leading 17-16. 21 seconds to go here in the third. Hand off to Sanchez. He'll work his way out near the 40. Won't quite get there. He'll get to the 39. Give him a couple. That may be the last play of the quarter. Let's see. Down to 10 seconds. I don't think we're going to have another one unless Holy Name goes quick, and they will not. The clock will run out, and we'll tell you 3 quarters in the books. We'll take a break after 3. Holy Name 17, Mansfield Seniors 16, regional semifinal. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer Auto Store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Start the fourth quarter here from Brunswick. 17-16 Holy Name. The quarterback will keep the football. Javon Williams makes a man miss. 40, midfield, into senior high territory. He'll be tackled at around the 40-yard line. And I'll tell you what, I think it was Ricky Mills, I believe, that got a hand on him. They'll take him down at the 39. He doesn't get him. He may have broke that one.
Absolutely, and that's a great play. Once again, got your counter coming back. 43 in your guard. So, what have I said? Those two players have taken to the ball all night. 43 is as much of an indicator as where the ball's going is as your offensive guard. And, I'll tell you what, you got to get up to Williams. He's a heck of an athlete. He's as advertised as a runner. And you know what? He's not a bad thrower of the ball.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball well. Ricky Mills chased him down from the defensive line spot. He's going to keep the football. He bobbled it momentarily, bringing it to the near side, and he'll run out of bounds inside the 35, down near the 32. There is a penalty marker on the play thrown at around the 35-yard line. And what do we have? Do we have a hold on Holy Name?
The problem I have with that is it was just called so late. The play was done. The play was dead. And you have the back judge there come in and throw. I don't like that. I feel like that number one, that's not his call. And number 2, I feel like that was a reaction to the sideline as much as anything else. I actually thought it was a fairly clean block there.
Was right there. I think Sanchez kind of.
Yes, he did. But the reason I'm saying this is because he had basically turned him and made him wrap underneath. I know there was a little bit of cloth. You have to understand, though, when you're inside like that, normally you don't get that call in that situation. But nonetheless, if you're Mansfield, that's a great call.
I was going to say, your senior high, you'll take that break. Penalty
every day of the week.
Backs up, Holy Name. They have the ball 1st and 16 at the senior high 45-yard line. 11:18 to go in the football game. 17-16. Holy Name on top. Mist, fog. We've had it all here tonight at beautiful Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium. Back to pass. Williams going to throw it. Got a receiver. Did he drop it? He did. Bobbled the football and then dropped it at around the 36-yard line. He was wide open.
Yeah, Gabe.
And that was Gabe Young, the senior. He'd love to have that one back because I'll tell you what, that was a catch that could have been made and should have been made around the 35-yard line. Instead, Erik, you got 10 yards on that play.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to catch the football.
It's a big drop.
He was looking to run before catch it.
So here we go. Holy Name going to have it 2nd down 16 from the senior high 45-yard line. Mansfield senior, we talked about it off air. We'll say it on air. Needs a stop, needs a turnover. Down a point here, early stages, 4th quarter. The quarterback will fake it. He's going to keep it. Going to roll to the right. The ball is tipped, and that ball's nearly intercepted. Samir Phillips got a hand on it, nearly brought it in, and the guy that tipped the football was Ahmad Thomas, who's had a game. The junior got a paw on it, nearly had that interception.
That's that big defensive play you needed. It's a great play anyways, but, man, it could have been a game-changing play right there. Being able to intercept that football. So, way to get your hands on the ball there, young fella. And then, man, like you said, Samir almost getting the interception there.
Good job by Wondolowski to make sure he couldn't bring
had
it
to turn into the defender on that play. So now you got a 3rd and, 15, 16.
3rd and 16 from the senior high 45-yard line. 17-16, Holy Name. 1 wide receiver left, 3 to the right. Cole in the slot has been a monster at wide receiver here tonight. 3rd and 16, 11:08 to go in the game. Again, green wave, lead the Tigers by 1. Back to pass, pressure is coming. Going to throw it, caught by Wondolowski. Grabbed and dropped by Ahmad Thomas at the 39-yard line, well short of the 1st down. He had to get down inside the 30, down near the 28, 29-yard line, so they're well shy of the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down for Holy Name, and one would think they'll punt the football, and here they come out to punt it.
Yeah, they're going to punt this, played the field position game. I like this call here in this situation.
Big stop for senior high. Nate Dismuke back to receive the punt, because if you remember, Keontae Bradley not playing here in the 2nd half. Punt by Wondolowski, going to angle it toward the sideline. Angled it a little bit too much. It's going to go out. To me, it looked like around the 25-yard line, maybe further up the field.
He's going to keep coming. He's going to go to at least the 30.
Hey, just shy or right on the 30. You got it.
I'll be honest with you, Aaron, that could have almost went to the 35. Listen, I know you want to do an angle punt, but, man, like you should really almost aim just to the left of the pylon. That's what you want there, that front pylon in the end zone. And then you want the ball to, even if you angle it out anywhere inside the 20, that's a great kick. This really didn't change field position.
9 yards.
Much. Yeah.
9 yards.
9 yards.
It was the 39 was the line of scrimmage when they punted the ball. Senior high has it at their own 30-yard line. Mansfield Senior has not scored since the 4:18 mark of the 2nd quarter. 10:26 to play in the football game. 17-16. Holy Name. Senior high 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Direct snap will go to Amar Davis, and there is nowhere to go. As good job. Again, I've called this name a lot tonight. Logan Burden, the senior defensive end, makes the stop right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Yeah, nice job there by Logan coming in from his defensive end position. That was a double tight, couple of slots there, and just trying to run power football behind or with Amar Davis. Sorry, and then also back there you have Zion Brown. So we'll see. They're keeping here. They're going to go ahead and walk. They're going to take a running back out there wide.
And they're going to have Dismuke out wide left, and they're going to leave Amar Davis in the Wildcat at quarterback. He's got Zion Brown to his left. They'll bring a man in motion. That's Dismuke. And Davis is going to keep the football up the middle. Hits the 35, 36-yard line. Knee goes down there about 6 yards, bringing up 3rd down and about 4 for Mansfield Senior. So Amar Davis out of that Wildcat. Ricky Mills is going to come in now. There comes Duke Reese back in on 3rd and 3.
Yeah, here we go. So now you got a 3rd down and
about 3. Nose of the ball at the 37. They got to get to the 40. They're at their own 37-yard line. Lots of time left, 9:18 to go. But Mansfield Senior trailing 17-16 to Holy Name. Again, this is the fourth quarter. Winner moves on to play for a regional title next Friday night. Duke Reese will get under center. On 3rd and 3, they'll turn around, hand the football off to Ricky Mills, and he will not have the first down. Struggles forward, barely gets to the 39, and Holy Name has been really good on 3rd and short at clogging up the middle, and Senior High has a decision. 4th and 1 from your own 39.
It looks like they're going.
Big play in this game. They'll quickly get to the line. The quarterback's going to keep it. I don't think everybody was ready.
They weren't set. They went on a quick snap there and actually caught them. Yep, so you got to allow everybody to get set for 1 full second. So that's a great call by the officials. Now it's going to be 4th and 6. Now you got to punt the ball away.
Yep, so Mansfield Senior trying to hurry, but not everybody was ready to go. Penalty marker came out, back them up 5 yards. 4th and 1 becomes 4th and 6.
And this is the term, there's a saying in football and really a saying with anything. You want to play quick, but don't be in a hurry. You want to play fast, but you don't want to be in a hurry. As soon as you get into a hurry, you have those types of penalties. And I think you could have gotten that, but you needed to get yourself set for a solid count.
So 4th down, 6 yards to go now from their own 34-yard line. 8:30 to play, clock running. Down a point here in the fourth quarter.
I think Mansfield's missing a guy on their punt team here.
Down 17-16, and Amar Davis is going to come out. Mansfield Senior, as you mentioned, didn't have everybody ready. They do now. There's the snap, Makai Bradley, and he will punt it away, end over end. It will hit at about the 41, then take a jump. Senior High inside the 30. Tiger roll inside the 25, down near the 24 of Holy Name. So Mansfield Senior able to flip that field a little bit there on a good punt by Makai Bradley, but 8:06 to go now in the game. Things getting a little bit tight because you're down a point. You need a stop, and if Holy Name was to go down and score, even if they would score a touchdown and get the point after, you'd still be down 1 score in a 2-point conversion, but you really would have your backs against the wall because you'd have to go down and score just to tie the game with a 2-point conversion. So what you need? A defensive stop.
Yeah, Holy Name wants to do 2 things. They want it, a couple of different things, but what they want to do is they want to get the clock moving, stay in bounds. I mean, if you score on a big play, great, but chewing the clock up 6 to 7 to 8 plays, couple of first downs, even change the field position, that's a win in this situation.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Handoff to Sanchez, hurdles a guy across the 30. He'll go down at around the 32, so he gets about 8 yards on first down, and that's exactly what Coach Dan Wondolowski wanted, 8 yards on first down. Bringing up 2nd down and short. Holy Name across the 30 at the 32-yard line. 7:45 and that clock running. 17-16 Holy Name. High school football driven by the Buckeye Superstore, State Route 39 in Shelby, home of the Low Payment Kings, BuckeyeSuperstore.com, and Holy Name going to be in no hurry with a 1-point lead.
And what you got to do is, because there's no play clock, so you got to look for this back judge here, and he'll put his hand up when there's 5 seconds.
All right, so the quarterback in the gun with Sanchez. He'll hand him the football up the middle, and it looks like he will have it. Holman Kitchen Supply first down. Christian Sanchez out near the 36-yard line. Makai Bradley, Ricky Mills, both there to take him down, but it will be the Green Wave moving the chains. Clock rolling, 7:13 to go in the game. And right now, if you're Mansfield Senior, not only do you need a stop, you'd love a turnover, something to really just change the momentum.
Well, what you got to do is you got to get him in a 2nd and long. That's been the secret sauce here. Think about it. If Green Wave can run 2 plays and burn up a minute, because remember, there's 40 seconds per play.
So here we go. 3 wide receivers left. The quarterback will run it. Not a lot of room to run off that left side. Good job by Mansfield Senior. Able to make that tackle. Getting up off the bottom of the pile for Mansfield Senior. And the first guy in was Makai Bradley, who got him. He got some help from a couple others. Ricky Mills was in there, but Makai Bradley was the first guy to grab him. Short gain out near the 38. Give him 2. 2nd down and 8. Holy Name. Under 6.5 to go in the game. Again, they lead 17-16 over Mansfield Senior, 4th quarter.
And here's the thing, Aaron. This is exactly what they want to do. They're burning this clock. You don't have to snap it till right around 6 minutes. And you just want to keep taking large chunks of time off this thing while moving the chains.
2nd and 8 from the 38-yard line. The quarterback will keep it. He'll be grabbed. He'll struggle forward. He'll get a little forward progress, but a good job by Mansfield Senior. First guy to grab him and slow him up was Samir Phillips. Then he got some help. Samir Phillips has played well tonight.
Yes, he has. So there's your H-back and your guard Poland. And Samir Phillips did a great job of there hanging on for dear life. And then Mekhi Bradley gets over top, is able to make the tackle as well. So now we got essentially, it's a no gain to me.
Yeah, no gain.
And so we got a 3rd down and 8. So, what's the play call here, Aaron? Do you want to try to keep this clock going, or do you want to try to go ahead and be aggressive here with a pass? I think either's fine, but you're putting a lot of responsibility on that defense here if you concede by handing the ball off.
3rd and 8, Holy Name. The ball at their own 38-yard line. They lead 17-16, fourth quarter, 5:20 to play. Back to pass, Williams. Going to throw one over the middle. The receiver is not going to be able to catch it. McGinty was there, and the ball goes off the hand of Cole, incomplete. Huge stop for the Tiger defense.
Big stop by the Tiger defense, and right there, I think Williams would like to have that throwback because he had the inside flag route.
That a little high.
The little skinny there. The skinny post, and the ball was high, and it was also to the backside. That was almost the way the pass was thrown. He missed inside and allowed the defensive back to actually come back and make that play. A better thrown ball, it's probably complete.
McGinty has been playing very well here tonight for senior high in the second half. Punt by Wondolowski, going to be a low one to the right, and it's going to take a senior high hop. As soon as it hits, it goes directly to the right and out of bounds. It hit at around the 36-yard line, and I mean it was like exit stage door right. Yeah. It hopped to the right, and senior high will have it at their own 36-yard line. The Tiger faithful in front of us, hoping for a big drive here. 5:07 to play in the football game. Division III regional semifinal. Holy Name 17, Mansfield Seniors 16. If you have a drive in, you're right here to take the lead. This would be it.
Yeah, and here's my thing. Listen, this is where your best players have to be involved every play. I've got to see Amar Davis. I'd like to see more of Lala here.
Yeah, Lala lined up to the near side.
I've got to see these guys. These guys have to touch the football, man.
4 wide receivers are going to hand the football off. Zion Brown makes a man miss. 40, 45, real close to a first down. He may have it. Across the 45 out near the 46-yard line. Are they going to move the chains?
Yes, they are.
Yes, sir. Holman Kitchen supply first down. Zion Brown with a great run.
Yeah, nice job there. Little counter coming back. I love it. Follow that guard through. Good run in there by your leading rusher. If you're a TY Tiger, I love seeing that. Zion Brown running behind his pads there. So you got your trips down here. So you got your full wide receivers. You got your isolated receiver to the back. I believe that's Amar Davis.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Down a point. 4:37 to go in the game. They'll pitch the football. Zion Brown working his way right side midfield. Breaks a tackle.
Nice
and gets
hit.
Drilled at around the 48-yard line. Coming up to make that stop was the linebacker. We've called that name a few times here tonight. That was Nick Cusera, but a good run off the right side. Good cutback. Zion Brown, he's into Holy Name territory at the 49-yard line. Erik, he got 6 yards on that carry.
2nd and 5, so here we go. They're playing with good pace behind that offensive line and establishing the run on this. I love it.
Call it 2nd and 4 at the Holy Name 49-yard line. Reese going to roll to the left, going to throw it. Ball, nearly intercepted. Tipped by Wondolowski.
Yeah.
It will be incomplete. And I'll tell you what, that was in danger zone right there as it went off the hand of the linebacker.
Now that's a flood route there, so there's 3 levels to the flood. Your number 1 runs off, your H-back or your tight end runs that deep little drag, and then you have your flat defender. Wondolowski did a good job of playing both, and you could see it right there, Aaron. He was cutting in between. So, you've got to make a defender pay when he hasn't picked an assignment. Even if you throw it short, take your 3 to 4 yards because that would set up a 3rd and 2.
They were going for Jermaine Bradley. Handoff Zion Brown. No, quarterback's going to keep it. Duke Reese into Holy Name territory. 45-40 and scampers out of bounds. He's got a Holman Kitchen supply first down. He faked everybody out up here.
Did.
Duke Reese with a quarterback keeper using those wheels. Moves the sticks. He broke out of a tackle back at around the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Jeremy Wallace, number 57, the defensive lineman for Holy Name, had him in the backfield. He did his best Houdini there, man. A little spin out, picks up the first down, keeps the drive moving. We're under 4 minutes. Huge play for the Tigers.
Monster play by junior quarterback Duke Reese. 1st and 10 at the Holy Name 39-yard line. Back to pass. Reese going to throw one. Got Amar Davis, but overthrows him into the sideline. It's out of bounds at around the 5-yard line. Amar Davis was running with Javon Williams, who was there as the defensive back, stride for stride, but had a step on him. Duke Reese threw it to the right over his shoulder. shoulder into the sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, and that's one of those ones, oh my gosh, you missed it. Amar Davis and Williams for Holy Name might be two of the fastest players on the field, so I love this matchup. But Amar the Star's like, hey, I'll take that matchup. If you want to isolate me with no safety up over top, I love that go route. Hey, if you're even, I'm leaving. That's what he's saying. So he takes off. If you're Duke Reese, I know you want to miss. If you're going to miss to the outside. So, I'm not upset with where he missed, but, man, you want to make sure, try to keep that ball in play and allow Amar Davis to go make that play, because that's a difference of 6 points or lining up again for a 2nd and 10.
After the game, we'll hand out our SpitzerMotors game changer, whose hustle, whose effort changes tonight's game for his team, courtesy of the good people at SpitzerMotors of Mansfield, West 4th Street. Love their high school sports. Longtime supporter of high school athletics. We'll hand out that T-shirt coming up in tonight's postgame show. Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, 4-wheel drive. We know winter's coming. Hey, it's going to be 40 for a high tomorrow. Maybe some snow. Stop on by, see the great people at SpitzerMotors, West 4th Street, Ontario. Online anytime. DriveSpitzer.com. All right, after the injury timeout, we're ready to go. 3:48 left in the game. 17-16, Holy Name. Senior high, 2nd and 10 at the Green Wave 39-yard line. Handoff to Zion Brown, and he's going to be driven backwards. Let's see where they have forward progress. They rode him back. And there's a penalty that comes out. A penalty comes out late.
I didn't hear a whistle. Did you hear a whistle?
I heard a whistle earlier, yes.
Well, right, but
yes.
I
don't know.
I didn't hear the whistle. They're going to call it unsportsmanlike on that. That's 15 yards, man.
So he was tackled back in senior high territory. Forward progress was at the 43. The whistle blew. I don't know that the players heard it.
I didn't hear it.
The penalty comes out, and that is a monster penalty.
Heck yeah, that went from 3rd and 13 or 14 to a 1st and 10, and you're going to be inside the 25.
I think it's the way he fell on him at the end.
Yeah,
he kind of drove his body onto him at the end. If you watch that replay,
well,
maybe that's what really drew the penalty.
And I guarantee you Mansfield's sideline was all over that. If you notice, that wasn't thrown from the Holy Name side. That was thrown from the Mansfield side. So the Mansfield sideline got that call, so that's a great job by them.
3:22 to go in the football game. Senior high after the penalty, now 1st and 10 at the Holy Name 27-yard line. They'll pitch it left side. Zion Brown, he's going to be tackled. Going to be a loss of 3. Back to the 30-yard line. Flying in on the stop that time from the defensive line was senior Christian Sanchez, who we call a lot in the running back position. A big 3-yard TFL back to the 30.
Yeah, and Mansfield this half, Aaron, only has about 69 yards of offense.
Tell you what, Keontae Bradley not out there on defense has been big, but offense as well.
Yes, absolutely. So, Mansfield finding a way to keep these things moving through the legs of Duke Reese, and a couple of penalties that have gone their way here in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 13 now at the Holy Name 30-yard line. Back to pass, quick pass, and it's going to be low into the inside of the receiver, Dismuke. He's not able to bring it in. It is incomplete at around the 25-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 13. I don't know if that pass was maybe even tipped. I couldn't tell, but it went to the inside. Dismuke barely got a hand on it.
Well, and here's the thing on that, Aaron. That's one of those ones you got to shorten up your throw. He's got such an elongated throw, which I think affects his accuracy. Remember what we said on the onset of this thing was Duke Reese's accuracy. That's a ball you'd love to have back, because that gets you at least to a 3rd and 7 or 8.
3rd and 13 at the Holy Name 30-yard line. 2:37 to go in the game. Down a point. 17-16. Duke Reese back to pass. Going to step up. Pressure on. Nowhere to go. Going to roll to the near side, and he's going to throw it into the sideline. Incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down and 13 from the 30-yard line.
Man, it's good.
This would be a long boot from here.
I'm not going to say it's the game because you got 3 timeouts, but this is going to be one of those. When we talk about talent-equated games, what do I always tell you, Aaron? There's 5 to 7 plays. This is one of those 5 to 7 plays. Now, I'll say
timeout Mansfield Senior.
Yeah, and so Mansfield is putting a lot on this play, because if you're going to burn one of your timeouts here, that says that if you give this thing up, you may not get it back. 1 first down is probably going to stick a fork in you, and you're probably going to be done if you don't get this. So you better make sure you get the exact play you want, because having those 3 timeouts, if you don't get this, that would have been nice to be able to use on the defensive side.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're talking it over right now. 2:30 to play in the game. Afterwards, we'll hand out who made a heck of a play from the Heck Law offices and Giannino's Pizza. That'll be coming up in tonight's postgame
Travis
show.
Is calling for the kick. I like it. He's saying bring out the long leg, bring out the guy out of the bullpen, and see if we can kick what would that be? That'd be what, a 47, 48 yarder?
That's a big ask.
That would be a real big ask. I don't know if I'm willing. Now it depends. If you feel like you're kicker, there's essentially no win. If you feel like you have the leg to make that happen, you do it. If you don't, you don't do it. But I do know this. I don't think I would have called a timeout to go out and kick a field goal.
2:30 to go in the game.
Nope, Duke's coming out.
Holy Name 17. Mansfield Seniors 16. Tigers have it 4th and 13 at the Holy Name 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, Lala Owens might be a guy I would target here.
Well, listen, you got your two top wide receivers, Lala, and you got Amar Davis lined up at 1 and 2 to the trip side.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Reese in the pistol. Back to pass, 4th and 13. Reese will step up. Got hit as he threw it, incomplete. And Mansfield Senior will turn it over on downs. As Reese went back to pass, the pressure was on. It would not have been a first down.
Nope.
And it fell incomplete. Holy Name will take over with 2:26 to go in the game. Leading by a point. Senior High has 2 timeouts left. But Holy Name feels real good if they can secure the ball and probably get 1 first down, close this thing out.
Yeah, 1 first down is going to probably just about do them in here. And here's the thing. I'm trying to figure. I didn't, because it was a great job getting pressure there. He wasn't throwing it underneath, but I didn't see where there wasn't really anybody that had established themselves open in the secondary.
Yeah, nobody was in that area where the ball was thrown. The pressure was on. So Holy Name takes over at their own 30-yard line. Can Mansfield Senior force a turnover? Hand off to Sanchez. He'll get a short gain of about a yard. And will Senior High burn a timeout? Lala Owens on the stop. Clock running. They're not taking a timeout right now.
They must be going. Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Now they stop the clock with 2:11.
Hold on, what are they doing?
I would say
an official's timeout.
Okay. So Mansfield Senior will not take a timeout yet. They still have 2.
Yeah, so here we go.
Clock running, 2:05 to go, and Holy Name will be in no hurry to snap this ball.
They're going to burn every last bit of that. I'm just surprised that you don't, because you even got what you wanted. You got a second down and essentially 8, 9. And so what I would have done is, I'm serious, as soon as that ball would have went, as soon as that whistle's blow, you burn that timeout. I think you let that clock run at the end.
You conserve every second. Handoff, it will go to Sanchez. Is that ball loose? No.
No, it's not Sanchez.
Sanchez still running. Oh, man, I thought the ball came out. No, he keeps the ball, and he's got a first down.
I think that's that's 43.
Is that Wondolowski?
Yeah, that's Wondolowski.
Okay.
Yeah.
Penalty marker comes out, and I think it's on Mansfield Senior.
I think it is, too. I think that's going to do it.
Wondolowski able to hold on to the ball and then just drag people across the 40 out near the 41. He's got a first down and moves the chains. Then the penalty in Holy Name. Looks like they're in prime position to close out this football game. They'll march that ball into Senior High territory and put it down at the Tiger 42-yard line.
That's good. I mean, Aaron, I'll be honest with you. You can run the ball here. Mansfield, I mean, the clock's running. I mean, it's almost like they've conceded the game. They haven't used their timeouts yet here.
They got 2 left. Clock at 1:22 to play. Holy Name 1st and 10 at the Senior High 42-yard line, but again, in no hurry to snap this football.
Listen, you do not snap until that back judge puts his hand up and tells you there's 5 seconds. See, watch. He'll throw his hand up, Aaron. Watch. See, their hand goes up. Now snap the ball.
And he'll wait a couple more seconds, and tell you what, that's got to be a penalty. Okay, now he'll snap it. Boy, that was longer than 5 seconds.
Yeah,
it
that's
seemed
supposed
to be
5 seconds, yep.
And they'll hand the football off, and the Mansfield Senior coaching staff is saying, hey, that's got to be a penalty.
No, it's got it. Well, I agree with the Mansfield Senior coaches there, Coach Adams and those guys. When he puts his hands up, that hand up in the back, that tells you there's 5 seconds until you have to snap the ball. Got a timeout on the play.
Timeout taken after the tackle. 52 seconds to play in the game. No gain on that play for Holy Name.
Yeah,
1 timeout left. Mansfield Senior trailing by a point.
Would it have made a difference in the game? I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? I'm not. The clock management hasn't been spectacular in this last drive as far as the use or non-use of timeouts. But the thing that the nail through the coffin, as they would say, there was that penalty that kicked him to a first down there. So, right now, to be honest with you, if I'm Holy Name, I'd take 2 knees and get out of here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mansfield Senior led this game 16-0. They have not scored here in the second half.
Right.
And if you remember, Erik Will mentioned it, at the 9:22 mark of the third quarter, Mansfield Senior went for it on 4th down at around their own 42-yard line. They did not get it. Holy Name scored instantly, then had an onside kick, scored again, and that swung momentum.
It is. The momentum started with the Holy Name stop on that 4th down and 2. And those things, once again, all coaches, if you get the first down, you look like a genius. If you don't get the first down, did it cost you the game? Who knows?
You feel like that may have swung some momentum. High snap. Quarterback will field it, and as he does, penalty marker comes out, and Holy Name with a false start.
Yep.
Not what they want to do here. They
should be able to set, which means they should reset the clock back to 52, 53 seconds, whatever it was. But, it's, to me, when you look at this game, it's just a tale of two halves. I said even at halftime, I said, man, Mansfield Senior would have to play a pretty bad half of football to, lose this game the way we saw the first half being played. And everything that could go right for Holy Name did. Everything that could go wrong for Mansfield did. And, it looks like barring some type of crazy play, some type of fumble, something crazy, Holy Name's going to get out of here with a win. But I tell you what, I've seen stranger things happen. That's why you play all the way until that thing says 000 on the clock.
Ball security, very key here late in the game. They're trying to get the clock reset. They do. 52 seconds left in the game. The penalty will back them up. 2nd and 15 from the Mansfield Senior 42-yard line. Again, 17-16 Holy Name leading by a point here in the 4th quarter. Senior High with 1 timeout left. The quarterback in the gun, 2 wide receivers, a back to his right. He'll roll to the right with a quarterback. He will step up. He'll get hit just across the line of scrimmage and go down there. Mansfield Senior will burn their last time out. 45 seconds to play in the game. Good job by Ricky Mills and crew running down the line of scrimmage to chase the quarterback off the right side. And as they take that timeout, it'll be 3rd and long. He really just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Timeout Mansfield.
As I mentioned, Senior High takes their last time out of the game. 45 seconds to play. 17-16 Holy Name here at Brunswick High School, where I think officially the rain has stopped and the fog looks a bit better.
Yeah, it's clearing off. You know what it is as the game's gone on, Travis has gotten drier and drier. So, that's one positive here in the second half. But, it's interesting because you got 45.4. You're going to run a play. Hopefully it lasts at least 5 seconds, because then you don't even have to snap the ball again. So Holy Name's probably trying to run something here that would at least get them. So you kind of want to go wide.
That's what the quarterback did on the last play. You expect to see that again.
You're thinking if I can get a 5 to 6 second play, don't have to snap it again, snap it again, and we're going to get out of here with a win. And I think that's going to be the recipe here. You don't want to hit something up in tight. You want to burn at least 5 seconds off this clock.
All right, 45 seconds left in the game. 17-16, Holy Name on top of Mansfield Senior. They have the ball at the Tiger 47-yard line. 3rd and 15, as you mentioned, Senior High out of timeout. So if Holy Name can use 5 seconds, they're going to feel good. Handoff will go to Wondolowski. Breaks it back, hurdles the guy inside the 40, 30. Got a first down, and that's going to do it.
Yep.
He has a home and kitchen supply first down. Austin Wondolowski jumping over people like a hurdler inside the 30, down near the 27. 35 seconds to play, and they may not have to snap it again.
No, they do not have to snap it again. And I'm going to make one statement about Holy Name going forward. If you're a Holy Name fan and you're listening, Wondolowski needs to touch the ball more out of the backfield. I'm going to be honest with you. I would almost have him more as a featured back in this offense. He's only touched the ball a handful of times, and he does stuff like that with it. I've seen one sample size, and it's this game, and that Wondolowski kid's too good not to get more touches.
Well, there's 8 seconds left in the game. The teams will head to midfield, and Holy Name will defeat Mansfield Senior. They come from 14. They score 14 second half points. Mansfield Senior doesn't score in the second half. And final score from Brunswick Auto Mart Stadium, Holy Name comes back to defeat Mansfield Senior. The Tigers end a great season. At 10-3, Holy Name will move on for the 3rd straight year to play for the regional championship. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap up our broadcast. Final score from Brunswick: Holy Name 17, Mansfield Senior 16. Again, we'll wrap it up next. You're listening to high school football here on WMAN.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. If you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer Auto Store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Back now with our Sutton Bank player of the game. We've got Javon Williams hanging out with us up in the box now. Fantastic performance for you, man. 50% on your passes tonight, but really it was the explosive running game. Talk to me about being balanced and doing just enough in the passing attack, but also utilizing your great athleticism. You had some big bursts tonight.
You know, I want to give thanks to the linemen, of course. I couldn't do it without them. And, like, we just going what we need to do and just opening up the offense more and give it and taking what they give us.
Tigers been playing great defensively all postseason long, back-to-back shutouts. They had you down in the first half. What do you think flipped for you guys in the second half? Did you make any type of adjustments that you were able to start get after them a little bit more?
You know, we went into halftime. We just had to play as one. Like, we couldn't rely on each other. We had to play as one, do your 1-11, and then it'll come together as one.
You get behind by 2 scores. Talk to me about just the mindset over there on your guys' side and how you stay even-keeled, not think too much about what it looks like up on the scoreboard at that time.
You know, we were just looking at 0-0. They thought it was over, and we just wanted to take our time, take each play one at a time.
Been playing in a lot of big games in the postseason, heading back to the regional championship, 3rd straight year. What about this team and this unit and just kind of the program has allowed you guys to be so successful over this nice stretch?
You know, I want to give thanks to the coaches. All my 4 years, they just keep teaching us the leadership skills, and we bring it out on the field, and we just go.
And for you personally, just kind of evaluate your night, man. It seemed like it was a little bit slow, and then you picked things up. Tell me about kind of the ebbs and flows for you tonight.
It kind of took me a couple plays to get in there, but it's there. We there. All of us, not just me, all of us.
Well, congratulations for moving on and being our MVP tonight. Is there any shout-outs you want to give? But we had quite a few people watching tonight.
I want to give a shout-out to my mom, my granddad, and my grandma.
Keep it in the family, always a good idea. All right, Javon Williams, our Sutton Bank MVP. Thank you so much for the time, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep it here. Appreciate you guys for bringing them up here. Fantastic season for Holy Name. And Travis, I mean, this was the game for the Tigers. It felt like to win there for quite a bit of the activity. In your opinion, what kind of change there in the second half? Mansfield getting shut down.
Well, it's just the defensive adjustments that Holy Name made. Mansfield Senior, coming up a yard short, couple 4th downs that they could not convert. Holy Name capitalizing on some big plays, and then Mansfield Senior that last offensive possession, tough. I don't know. I think Sean Putt might have had the foot to do that, but Mansfield Senior, they think maybe with the wind and everything a little bit too far, just couldn't get it done in the end, and it's a tough way to go. You thought they had all the momentum going into the break, but that's why you play the game, Brian. That's why you play 4 quarters.
This is the TMS Plus post game that you're rolling with, and now we're going to bring you the final stats of the game, brought to you by TMS Plus. And it was all Mansfield pretty much in that first half, at least statistically. They were the team that had the bigger plays. They had some of the explosive plays. Then in the second half, everything changed. The Green Wave, they found a wave of momentum, Trav, and they were able to take this one in that second half with a push.
And for the Tigers, losing Bradley in that second half was huge on both sides of the ball. He had the big touchdown in the first half, and then defensively too, he was laying the boom, but he got evaluated for concussion, wanted to play in the second half, but the concussion protocols now, you can't come back out there, and I think that was the real big difference. That and the Holy Name adjustments, knowing that he wasn't out there, that was it.
That's a great point, and something that Eric Will was saying in their post game that would have been a big talking point if this was an NFL or a big-time college game. How big was 19 in the first half to just lose all of that in the second for the Tigers? That had to have been such a blow for Coach Bradley and what they want to do, not just on offense, but defensively too, where he's locked down in that secondary.
Absolutely, and that's what you saw. I forget his name, but number 11 for Holy Name, making big catch after big catch on 3rd down too. That led to one of their touchdowns, and then gutsy onside kick call as well for Holy Name that led to their second touchdown, and it was an extra point. That was the difference in this one, was the missed extra point in the first half. But also offensively, having that extra option to give it to him, with him not being out there, kind of shuts things down for you, limits to what you can do, and it's just tough.
So Mansfield Senior, their season comes to a close tonight. 10 wins on the campaign. I think that is something that we thought they'd be right about in that area. Had a chance to move on, Travis, but sometimes you're going up against a great team like Holy Name. They're going to make adjustments. They were able to do that in the second half. Give me an evaluation of Mansfield Senior's total overall resume and what we saw after weeks 3 and 4, where they take those tough losses to bounce back with 8 straight dubs heading into tonight.
Yeah, weeks 3 and 4, you saw the loss. You're thinking, oh man, they didn't just lose; they got blown out. But it was the Massillon, Washington, and it was to West Holmes, who's playing tomorrow night in a regional semifinal as well, a top seed. Both teams, I think, top seeds. But they regrouped, they recovered, and they continued to play Mansfield senior football. And I believe they were peaking at the right time, especially defensively. But when you lose one of your main contributors on defense due to injury, it just changes the complexion of things. You got to move people around, and it opens up a hole or two. And Holy Name was able to, just take advantage of that. But overall, for Mansfield Senior, what an amazing season. 10 wins for them as well again, and you got to be proud of this squad too, how they recovered after weeks 3 and 4, because to some teams that could just hurt you, hurt the psyche. You might go on a bigger loss run there, but they didn't. They got out of that quicksand, they recovered, and they had one heck of a season.
Yeah, just the second time in program history that they have won multiple playoff games just to get to this point. So we salute you, Tigers, and all the fans out there. We saw you in the Facebook and the YouTube comment section all season long. You were unbelievable, and we look forward to seeing you during basketball season, of course, but we got to put a bow now on the Tigers football season, as Holy Name's going to be moving on here, Travis, getting into the next round. And I like a lot about what this team was able to bring to the table, especially in that second half. They had great balance on offense, and they did just enough in the passing game to be able to hit you with those big runs, 2 bruising running backs, and then, of course, Javon Williams, our MVP, able to get to the outside.
Well, yeah, and number 11 was Andrew Cole. Opening that passing game up opened up the running game for Mr. Williams, and he was able to take advantage of that. You make a couple completions, the defense has to step back a little bit, and allowed him to get that corner, especially on the big touchdown run, to take the lead. And that's why Holy Name is the number 1 seed. That's why they're moving on, because they make big plays in big situations.
All right, I want to thank all of our generous sponsors that allowed us to bring you tonight's game live and free here on the OH Report, including TMS Plus, digital marketing for local businesses. Barrister Title Company. Title insurance doesn't have to be a puzzle. Trust the team at Barrister Title Group. Sutton Bank. Earn the cash reward of your choice for doing simple activities with Kasasa. Spitzer Kia of Mansfield, home of the Spitzer Shield, shielding you from the unexpected on all purchases. Order a new vehicle exactly the way you want it, even if it's not in stock. Mechanics Bank. That's better. And finally, by SpitzerMotors, once again, being not only a sponsor of ours during the Gamecast, but then also on the commercial breaks. Also a big shout out to North Central State College and the Brunswick Athletic Department for allowing us to bring here tonight this awesome broadcast of playoff football. I want to give a big thank you to Aaron Hines and Erik Will, everybody back at OH Report Studios, including Adam Thompson, Jory Hollenbeck, and our crew here on location. Keaton Cooper down on the sideline, braving the weather, getting you those great shots. Travis Berardi up top. I'm Brian Skoronsky saying so long tonight from Brunswick. Got a whole lot of action tomorrow. We'll see you then.